Sean,
you're muted.
You're muted.
Whatever.
There we go.
There you are.
I mean, it's lasted a lot longer than we thought it would, man. It's crazy to think it's been 20 years since we came over from South Africa and got in a limo in New York City and kind of lived in Times Square for a few weeks till we moved to LA and did an album.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello on this Friday. And we are live.
Yeah.
All of us. We're here.
So tight.
So glad the texter's still up and going.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, the Coleman's Campers text line at 314-649-DUMB. First message I read, what's up, guys and gals? Is Rizz still pooping?
Good.
No, that is done.
We had the coppers the helicopters at your house yesterday checking on you. I mean, we did a full reporting of your beehole yesterday.
I was underground. You could not find me yesterday. No, listen, colonoscopy yesterday, need to get it done. Should have had it done last year, was avoiding it.
As men do.
Yesterday, as men do. Well, yeah, when I turned 45, so I'll be 47 in August. When I turned 45, the doctor goes, hey, it's time. Got to start getting these done on a 5 to 10 year, basis. So they said, hey, we'll set up the appointment for you. All I got to do is just pick up the phone and just verify everything. Well, I never picked up the phone.
That's right.
Hello, this is Mercy calling from the Colonoscopy Center. Hi, is Scott Rizzuto there? He does not live here. Click. Wrong number.
This is Mercy calling from the Butt Hut.
Wrong.
The
Butt Hut.
We would like to see you here at the Butt Hut.
Wrong number. Click. And I did that for a year.
They got to call it that, right? I mean,
The Butt Hut.
Make it fun, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta have some humor in it, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And we also had a question. Did you notice in your doctor's offices he had 8x10s of like famous people's colons?
Famous anuses?
Yeah, famous anuses.
Famous ass.
It's the
famous rectums of St. Louis?
Apparently, I was creepy with saying that would be fun to see, like, not necessarily the rectum, but like the inside colon where you can't decipher who exactly it is. You know, they could take your colon photos
look,
and
John
show.
Ham's.
Yes.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Ham's anus.
I recognize that.
Allegedly, I'm creepy for thinking that would be really great to have.
Now, you're talking just the inside of somebody's colon.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be
You said you wanted that if you were a nurse, you would take everyone's colon stuff home with you.
No, I said I wanted like Jennifer Aniston and Kate Hudson's like intestines. Like,
next to your doctorate?
Like a nice
Yes.
little
Just
table
the
book.
inside.
Just the inside, nothing
the
like
inside.
outside, which I think is fine.
Look how clean my
You know,
patients are.
We're too uptight these days. Just let us have our fun, right?
Well, so my journey began on Wednesday. So we did the show Wednesday. I got home. I was supposed to start the colon cleanse at 3 o'clock.
Supposed to.
Colon blow.
Well, yeah. Well, supposed to, according to the instructions. And I
you
did.
did?
I
Okay.
followed the instructions to a T, I'll be honest with you.
Good.
I had to drink 4 liters. 4 liters.
Trash.
Of this liquid. You know what? And yesterday I did. I said I would like to file a formal complaint.
Oh.
About not being given the option to take pills.
Oh, yes.
So instead of the liquid to drink to blow your colon out, I said, well, my buddy had been given pills, and they said, we don't like to give the pills because they're not 100%.
Not 100% what?
Effective?
Clean you out.
Yeah, horse poopy. Excuse me.
Hey, I'm glad it worked out for you.
I was as empty as an empty
I'm
coffee
glad
can,
it
man.
worked out
I
for
felt
you.
hollow.
Maybe the efficacy of it
felt
is not
over
for
there at
everybody.
Mercy Hospital that you have a better shot of being fully clean with the drink than with the pills.
That's just some horse crap excuse. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
I asked.
Then why would they give me the pills?
Maybe they thought you were a sucker.
Well, they gave me the options. They said, you got 3 options, this drink, or the pills, if you like swallowing
I didn't get the
pills.
option. I didn't get the option.
That's crazy. I feel bad for you because that 4 liter thing.
It was fine. Honestly.
What does it taste
throw
like?
it back.
Did you get Gatorade flavor, you said?
So I had to drink 8 ounces every 10 minutes until I was down to the last liter. And the last liter of it I had to save for the morning.
And put it straight in there.
And
just lay back on your back and just boop, pop it in, right?
no.
Oh.
We're being serious.
I'm being serious too. I'm asking.
I didn't have to put it up my butt at the end.
I'm just asking. People don't know.
If it would have been in the instructions, I would have, yes. Because I'm an instruction follower. But drink 8 ounces every 10 minutes. And they said, sometimes it takes 2 to 3 hours to start working. It did not.
Yeah,
it took.
So.
It was you're waiting. I don't feel anything. It's like taking an edible for the first time. You go, I don't feel anything. I'm going to drink some more. I'm going to take some more.
And then every little gurgle.
And they go, whoa, man.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
And then every little gurgle, you're like, is that it? Is this it? This is it. This has to be it. And then you wait a few more minutes, and then there's a little bit more of a gurgle. Did you have the gurgling?
Or
was it
just?
just?
Well, I was like,
Was it just pressure?
I'm like, I got a little rumble in my tummy.
Let's see if it's air.
I got a little rumble in my tummy. Well, by that point, I drank like 4 or 5 glasses of the stuff, and I was pounding it. I didn't even get a chance to taste it. I just like down it. I'd put the lemon lime Flavor Aid mix in there that it came with.
It just was whatever.
And it was cold. I had it in the fridge. It was cold. It went down fine.
Okay.
That's nice.
And then 50 minutes later, it was unleash hell.
What'd you do while you were in the toilet? Were you just letting it roll, or were we reading something?
Guns and ammo?
Did we feel bad? Did we feel fine? We felt like it was a good release, or were we like, oh my God, I'm dying?
Well, the first couple were like, all right, here we go. It's just work's being done here.
Yeah, it's relieving, right?
It was relieving. And then, when you're like 2 hours, 3 hours into it, and you go, I'm done with this. Like, I've had it.
You're all chafed and sore.
I was sore. And just when you think the nightmare is over, it comes roaring back.
Right. It's like Freddy Krueger.
Like, when you think you're done, like, oh, more? I don't got no more.
You weren't in a room with the bidet, were you?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Not like you need it, though. You are a bidet at that point.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Chocolate fountain.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean.
We're not going to be that graphic.
Culver's.
Culver's.
Don't they have the chocolate fountain?
No.
Faithful.
Who's that?
Who's the chocolate?
Golden
Corral?
Green Apple Square.
Sorry, Culver's.
Yeah, you leave Culver's out of
The
this.
butter buns?
The
I
butter
mean, I
buns are
guess
so
there's
good.
something-
You leave
That's
them
also
out of
what they
this.
called them yesterday. So
You leave them out of this.
Oh, what's up? Scott Rizzuto, a.k.a. Butter Buns. Welcome to the Butt Hut.
that's right.
I spent a lot of time on the toilet Wednesday evening. And finally, when you think it's done, I'm like, I'm going to lay down and maybe watch a movie. And you're exhausted. You go, up, here we go again.
You're like talking to your rectum, like, oh God, here we go. Can't do anything tonight.
Just when you don't think you have possibly any more inside you. Here it comes. Now, I did weigh myself before.
Oh, yes.
And I weighed myself yesterday morning before the procedure
Okay.
to get the most accurate reading.
We all have our numbers.
Yeah.
Now,
I've had mine in my
were you
head.
on a scale that went down to the 0.2?
I used the same scale.
Yeah, is there a decimal system? Because I
I
wanted to
did
have a
use
decimal.
Oh, of course.
use decimals.
Okay, great.
That's what I wanted to know.
It's 2025. What scale doesn't?
Like, it was a digital scale. I used the same scale on the same surface. And I weighed myself twice each time
With the same clothes and no shoes.
with the same amount of clothes on,
Great.
which were no clothes.
Yeah.
Picture that, guys.
Already did.
Winnie the Pooh in it. Cool.
Okay.
Plenty of practice.
Not even Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Not even Winnie.
Yeah. Nobody.
Okay.
My man.
Hey, I feel you, brother.
Nothing but the nipple
I'll be
rings.
taking my rings off.
Hell, well, you
I
do
was
wear big ass
completely-
rings.
I'm weighing in. If it's a weigh-in day, I'm exhaling
Nothing.
all my air before I get on. Whatever I can do to get that decimal down.
And this was after the second colon blowout yesterday morning. So I had to get up 4 hours before the procedure. Actually, 4 hours before my arrival time.
Oh, so you did this the second weigh-in in the morning.
Yesterday morning.
Oh, okay. That might change my. Yeah, I'll
This
I'll
is
stick
me.
with my number.
This is me completely cleaned out.
And no liquids at all.
None.
Right. So,
Yeah, but overnight you drop a little bit, right? I mean, you dehydrate a bit. That's why you're supposed to weigh yourself in the morning and consistently
Yeah.
just do it in the morning.
Yeah, so this was right before I took the first drink, and this was right before I left for yesterday's appointment.
before we do this, I would like our listeners in the chat and via the text line to also send us their numbers too, just so they
Coleman's-
can be involved.
The Coleman's Campers
How
text
many
line.
pounds?
The Coleman's Campers text line?
314-649 dumb.
Yep.
Yes.
That is it. Because I want people to win today, okay? And also, I did say your weight on the air yesterday, and people were calling me savage for that. I didn't think
Why?
that
I
was a
don't care.
thing. Okay, good.
I weighed 198.
That's what I thought. I thought that's fine. So people thought I was a real bitch yesterday, and I didn't know.
Well, I'm assuming if I text anything over, it's
Fair game.
gonna be on the air.
Okay.
When have
Thank-
I ever shied
well,
away
thank you.
from? Relax, guys. Relax.
A guest just came over at 1.7. No way. You're way low. Way low. This guy just dropped all water and all Duke.
All Duke, all water. So I started at 198. So how much you think?
I have it here. 5.9.
5.9 pounds.
5.9.
I had 2.3.
Whoa.
2.3.
I have 4.6.
4.6.
I went 6.8.
6.8. Okay, so at the beginning, I weighed
Yeah.
198.1 pounds.
Oh, you're going to make us do math? Oh, goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I stepped into the car to go to the Mercy Hospital place on Clarkson and Clarkson.
Butt Hut.
Clarkson and Clarkson.
212.
Clarkson and Clayton. 253. I weighed in at 195.
Oh, only 3 pounds?
Even?
Only 3 something or other? What's
Oh, no.
the math?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. We started at
We started at 198 what?
No, 198.1. My mistake.
okay.
You're killing
It's okay.
me.
Just
193.
Oh, baby.
Hey.
193.
Even?
So
193 even.
what is that? 4.9 pounds?
It's 5.1.
5.1 pounds.
Wow.
I believe I was.
Well, who was
193.
the closest? You owe whoever is the closest
I
$100.
said
by the way.
4.6, so I was off by 1/2 pound.
And would you guess?
5.9.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Rafe Dean.
All
Rafe
right.
Dean Williams.
How do I owe somebody $100?
Well, I don't know.
Because
We
we
made the
said it
rules
on
up
the air.
yesterday.
$100,
Yeah.
man.
I guess.
This goes for the
I
listeners.
guess it is.
Yeah,
I guess it is what it is.
What we say on the
binding.
air, what we say on the air while you're gone is concrete.
Yeah, it's
I guess
very
it is what it
binding.
is.
Okay. Wow.
Owe you $100.
5.1, huh?
Yeah.
Did you look at yourself in the buff and are like, look at this guy?
First off, when I weighed that's the first time I really weighed myself the whole year.
Good.
So I'm from January 1st to now I'm down 9 pounds, which was great.
Congratulations.
Which was awesome
That's what
for
you
me.
want. That's great.
Whoa,
All right.
You're counting yesterday's
Hell
weight.
No,
yeah.
no. I'm counting from the 198.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang,
you're
dude,
down.
that's a
14.
it's a bit of a
I would count to, yeah, I would stay, I would just nurture this. Like, you
Yeah.
know, because you're already eating healthier and trying to do different things.
Yeah.
I would just keep this as a win. This is
Yeah.
the universe saying,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
here's a little gift to you for your efforts, you know?
Yeah, throw another 5 pounds on there.
It's great.
And yeah, 193. I'm like, I'm almost down to the 180s. I'm like, we're getting there.
Do you have a goal weight in mind for yourself? Do you do that?
125.
Me too. Right on.
125.
Sweet.
You're gonna
You're
have to
look
shrink
good,
a little.
dude.
Let's get down to that
125.
Woodstock 99 weight.
Yeah, bud, you're gonna have to lose a leg.
Well, there's an epidemic with like models. I don't know if they do this anymore, like taking like laxatives, like to keep it maintained.
Yeah, that's why it's called the runway.
the
That's
runs way.
Yeah.
The
Wrestlers,
runs way.
too.
Wrestlers do that too,
Which is even more risky.
but it is not.
Those guys have their butts in each other's face a lot.
It's not pleasant to poop that much, honestly.
Really?
When it's just at the end, just you're shooting out liquid.
I know.
Yeah,
That's when it's like enough already.
at the beginning. There's some like inner relief, and you're kind of like, you know,
Right.
what? You know what? This is good for me. This is
That's what I mean. Like
Starting
work. Like I
anew.
feel like work is
yeah,
being done.
yeah. It's like a reset.
Yeah.
and then it's not.
It's like having an enema, you know? You clean
Well,
it up.
yeah,
I've never done that.
I understand the first hour or so. It's good. You feel yourself being cleaned out, and then at the end, after a couple hours of this, after you're going into the evening, after 5 or 6 hours of this, you go, it's enough now.
Yeah, after you're an embarrassment to your whole family, it's enough.
You feel a difference?
I just stayed in my
after an enema?
basement.
I don't mind them.
I've never had an enema.
Me neither.
I don't mind the getting cleaned out part. It's just like you get tired of wiping. That's what really bums you out. That's where the real bum out comes from, is when you clean up and you're feeling a little raw because you've been going all day, and you stand up, buckle your belt, and you're like,
I'm going to be honest with you, my beehole hurt.
Did you have some nice aloe bee wipes?
Yeah.
Like some dude wipes?
I did use baby wipes.
Very good.
It's like a tattoo. Tattoos themselves, it's whatever. If you have a long tattoo, it takes a couple hours. It don't hurt all that bad. It's the freaking wiping. It's the paper towel.
The dry-ass paper towel.
It's the rubbing the raw, damaged skin. That's what ends up hurting so bad on a lengthy tattoo.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so we're going through it. We're awake. We've weighed ourselves. We're going to the hospital.
Mercy,
now.
to Mercy, which is not far away from my house.
So were you nervous?
No, and you know what's funny? We're driving there, and it kind of hit me, like, oh, I'm really going there to get checked for cancer.
That's wild.
oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're going there.
Yeah, routine.
It's a routine thing, but
They'll see something
they're
and they'll
going there. They're going in there because they're looking for polyps. And this is why you're at a certain age, you need to start doing this.
Yeah. And polyps are, I think, normal, depending on how they are.
They found 2.
Okay.
They found 2.
Did they remove them?
Yeah, they took them out. And the doctor was like, they look like nothing.
Right.
You know? And they were very, very small. One was like 1 millimeter. One was 4 millimeters. He said, we just took them off. And they send them off to the pathology, and they'll call me in a week. He's like, hey, I don't really see anything.
Right.
But by the way, after my procedure was done, and this is hand to God, a true story, the doctor, Dr. Clanahan, which was very nice over there at Mercy, very gentle, he said, Scott Rizzuto, you had, and you get the award for cleanest colon of the morning.
Oh, my goodness. And this was 9 o'clock.
Nice.
All these people before you.
I was done at noon, so I was in the operating room probably around
10?
11.
Did you say,
did you get a trophy?
Did you say, oh, shucks, Doc? You say that to all the butts.
No, I didn't question it because I want to
Yeah.
I want to hold on to that.
Yeah.
You should hold on
He
to
said,
that.
Scott Daniel Rizzuto, you had the cleanest colon.
That you get a
Nobody
toy
was
out of the
doubting
treasure
this.
chest.
Take a spider ring.
Yeah. Take a spider ring out of this big fishbowl.
And then I'm wondering, what do unclean colons look like?
Oh, yes.
I cannot imagine what
Don't
I can
forget
tell
to
you.
get-
find in there.
Don't forget to get your Pink Panther sticker and your Lorna Doone on the way out.
Looks like just nasty yellow mucus up in there. Because I've had a couple, and I mean, I did not get the award for the
Oh, you
cleanest
didn't?
colon. No. And there's little remnants in there, little after party stuff.
No, he
Like
said it
someone's
was.
class ring, or what are we talking
I was
about
Yeah,
here?
Yeah.
somebody's class ring was in my colon.
He said these pipes are clear.
I'm so proud of you. That is excellent.
Yeah, and they were very nice over there. You know, I went to the waiting room. Sat there for a little bit. My wife was with me. They'd take me back.
Well, even if they're not nice, you're high as a kite, so everybody's going to seem
No,
super
even
nice.
even from the moment I walked in.
Oh, I thought
From
you
the
meant
moment
when you
I
were
walked
like,
in.
all zapped.
No, from the moment I walked in, it was everybody was very pleasant. They took me back to a curtained room.
Yeah, where they start telling you about everything.
Where
and-
they go over what's going to happen, and they start putting the monitors on you, and they put all the IVs in you. And this is where the fun juice is going to go. I go, I can't wait for that.
That's so exciting.
Give me the full Michael Jackson treatment. Let's go, except for the dying part.
Yes.
And then the doctor comes in and he explains, what exactly is going to happen. Hey, we're going to rule you in. You roll on your left side. We're going to give you the propofol stuff, and here are the risks. You are being put under, and there is a scope being put up your tushy. There are chances of things going awry. We could, and very rare. And the doctor was like, this never happened to me before, but there have been instances of tears happening. Like something could get torn, where you'd be rushed to the emergency room. There are inherent risks.
They tell this to
With
you
everything. They got to tell you. They got to tell you the worst case scenario.
They tell this to you when you're sober or when you're juiced.
Oh no, when you're completely sober.
Oh, okay.
And then you got to sign off on, like, hey, you good still doing this? Yeah, man, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's rock and roll.
I didn't get dressed up for nothing.
So they, put all the wires and, hooked me up to all the machines. And then, isn't it very weird being rolled on a gurney through the hospital?
It's really strange.
It's like you're dead,
Yeah, it's a strange, vulnerable thing, but at the same time, it's kind of royalty, and
Yes.
you're very conflicted.
And do you kind of paint it on like, oh man, like as you're being wheeled through, like people are curious, what's up with this person?
And the woman who was rolling me was pregnant.
Oh, geez.
So I'm like, oh man, how does this look?
Yeah.
Looks about right, actually.
That is the thing.
And she was very pregnant.
That's the thing that goes through your head is I hope nobody sees me. You know what I mean?
I got a hair.
You're like, I'll just do myself. Don't worry about me.
I'm good. I just want to know why they always have to hit every wall.
Right.
Yeah.
I hit no walls, but they came very close. We almost ran over 3 people going around turns.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Are you seated up or are you laying completely down?
I'm seating.
Did you scream out, Rizzuto, coming through?
No, I was just
The
excited
queen
about
is
getting.
here.
I was just excited about getting the drugs.
Yeah. I told you, man, it's the greatest nap ever.
So the woman hits the button and the double doors open. Now I'm in the procedure room, which is I always forget what it's like when you first are rolled. It's very strange.
It's cold.
It's very cold. Obviously very sterile. The doctors are there waiting.
With their hands up.
All the tools are out. I mean, they're ready to go. So, it's like pleasantries, exchanging pledges. Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Oh, we're great, yeah.
And they sit you back, and the anesthesiologist says, all right, roll on your left side.
That's my best side.
The
Roll on the left
flaps.
side.
Are you under a blanket or is
I'm under a blanket. I'm on in the hospital gown. Roll on your left side.
vulnerable state?
And then she goes, so you ready? I go,
Born ready.
let's go.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Any music on in the room?
Sandstorm, right?
Oh man. Yeah. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to party mode.
And I look to
I
my
think
left.
it's the frog version of Axel F.
And the woman's got a plunger, like a syringe kind of plunger. And she's got it hooked up into my IV line. And I see her start to plunge the juice. I'm starting to get the juice. She goes, you feel a little warm? I go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She goes, you're going to have a little taste in your mouth, the kind of weird taste. I go, I taste it.
It's working.
And she goes, you're going to get a ringing in your ear. I go, I hear it.
All the senses.
And then the last thing I remember saying is, let's have a good time, everybody.
Yes.
What if you didn't even say that, but in your mind, that's what you put out in the universe, and it was just your brain shutting down? Mm-hmm. Like, do you know for a fact that you said that?
You said something like 9/11 was an inside job.
My last memory is saying, let's have a good time, everybody.
Yeah.
And then the wormhole.
So take me through it, because I distinctly remember where my brain went a few times that I've been put under, but the colonoscopy put under, I don't know if it was something different or if it was just a different state in my life, but there was nothing. It just finger snapped, and I was
Oh, yeah.
in my
I
wife's
didn't
face.
remember anything. Nothing. I remember saying that last line.
And then dead.
There was no countdown. There was nothing. I was just out. I didn't dream.
They shut you down, dude.
I didn't
Offline.
dream. Nothing. I went offline.
Oh, the best. And
Isn't
you did
that
dream,
weird?
but you just weren't there. I wish we could remember those anesthesia dreams.
I wish.
'Cause,
It was probably something awesome.
It
I don't
probably
know.
was.
But tell me this, and the reason I keep talking about it is because it really tripped me out. The dreams, the anesthesia dreams, proves that I'm here. There was something there. There's some brain activity. Going offline like that, and maybe it's this point in our lives and some existential thought or something, but being offline is a crazy concept. Your being was offline, and the world went on.
Even the even bigger mind F about it is that we still don't know how anesthesia works.
Right, my point exactly. Are you not tripped out?
We just know the proper combination of drugs to put us completely out and then wake us up. but we don't know how it works.
Dude, unconsciousness is like wild to think about. The fact that we just as a people go to sleep at night, completely shut down, our body paralyzes itself. We have these whimsical dreams that some we remember, some we don't, and there's really no true understanding of why is incredible.
Yeah, sleep is maybe
Amazing.
the trippiest thing on the planet.
Right?
But this is
But
sleep.
forced sleep. Yeah, forced offline is
Like, I'm going to put some juice into your veins, and you're going to be out.
You're going to leave Earth for a
Anesthesia
while.
induces a state of unconsciousness that is different from sleep. Some patients may experience a dreamlike state. Only about 30% of people dream in anesthesia.
Oh man, I wish I was those people.
Dang. What's the percentage?
About
30%.
20 to 30%.
I didn't.
Younger age, male gender, use of propofol, and history of vivid dreaming during sleep contributes to the dreamers.
I did not dream at all. Next thing you know, boom. I hear the nurse saying my name and not realizing my wife's got a camera in my face.
Love her.
And we have recorded it.
Let's see this.
In fact, we'll play in the studio. You can see the video. This is the audio of it. Moon,
Thank you for that.
yes, sir.
if you want it. This is video one.
Yes, nobody in the butt hut is cursing, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Not a lot of screaming.
The surgeon
in the
is.
background.
This is her. This is the moment I wake up.
This is
Go.
video one.
Doing a lot of, doing a lot of Mardi Gras, huh? And you didn't invite us. That's just not right.
That's the nurse talking.
That is not right.
I
Man.
thought I was in my bedroom for a second.
That is very
Pause.
typical.
Pause it.
Sounds in my bedroom.
How hammered.
You look so S-faced.
You look so
How
content.
hammered.
One of your eyes
amazing.
won't open. I've seen you like this maybe twice. You
Usually
remember that one time
smiling.
you disappeared and went up to your bedroom?
Yes.
I went to my bedroom for a second.
But how hammered? All right, play it.
You must have
For a second.
That is very typical. Very normal. Yeah, you're like,
I look very confused.
You're
don't I?
blinking the one eye.
right?
I think you just came to again.
There's a camera out there.
All right, pause it again. That's, if you, go back again. That's
That
you
one
saying,
eye is
there's a
wide
camera
awake.
on me."
There's a camera out there.
That's me then realizing
Is this
my
your
wife.
real voice? Is this who we don't
That's
know?
me then realizing that. Pause it. That's me realizing there's a camera on me.
Okay.
It's time to perform.
Yep.
I like how you're looking at your wife like, who's this babe? Like, you're kind of like
No.
figuring it out.
Now you're slowly putting your hands together like you're thinking of the funniest
What's a
thing in the
good
moment.
topic to bring up?
Yeah. Let me,
You must have been
Post
talking about
this.
Mardi Gras before they turned the camera on.
Yeah,
That is the moment I woke up.
Oh, she said the nurse was
She
saying
said
something about going to Mardi Gras without us.
Oh, go back to the beginning. Go back. I didn't get that part.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear that? All right, here, listen to this.
Doing a lot
Again.
of, doing a lot of Mardi Gras, huh? And you didn't invite us.
You didn't
That's
invite
just
us.
not right.
Were you threatening?
That is not right.
I
Man.
thought I was in my bedroom for a second.
That is very typical. Very normal. Yeah, you're like, who the hell is this person in my room?
Your hands are
Right.
folded. Oh, you caught eyes with the camera.
There's a camera out there.
Oh, hands are together. Looks like you're praying.
I want to go back to sleep.
oh, this is so sweet. Oh.
Oh, rub it.
Now
Now
Start
you got
crying.
my-
She turned the camera
No.
off right before
That's
she
my
started.
vibrator.
No, that was Rizz coming back to consciousness of your curmudgeon-y because you're like brow wrinkled and you went up to your head like you have a headache. So reality set in.
Yeah.
And here's video 2. This is
Continuation.
continuation.
How you feeling?
I thought I was on my own bed.
And I was in my own bed.
Nope.
Rubbing his eyes in slow motion.
What was wild this I was in.
What? I'm going back. I'm going
Said
back.
nothing.
wild.
Wow.
This is wild.
Chamalay.
What was wild this I was in. That surgery room.
In the surgery room with him.
Yeah.
They put me on. And I was like, all right. I clapped my hands. I go, let's have a good time, everybody. The next thing you know, here I am.
So come to the Mercy Surgery Center, everybody.
Very cool.
Good time. There it
This
is.
should be
All
the
right.
commercial they use.
You did good
Have a good
waking
time,
up.
everybody.
You're pretty chilled.
Yeah, you look great.
You're like a little kid.
Do you remember the first questions, or is it coming back to you now that you saw this?
I mean, that was the moment I got up.
Yeah,
That was the moment. Okay.
That was the
any
moment.
Mardi Gras talk, or you don't
No,
remember
I
any
don't.
of that stuff, or you don't remember saying, "How's my bedroom?" for a second.
No, I just remember the nurse saying, Scott, and like, get your ass out of here.
That's fine.
Listen, you need to go. We got beds to
Just
fill.
glad she did it.
Yeah.
I texted her at like 9. I go, please record him waking up. And she just texted back, okay. And I was like, it's not a definitive okay. I feel like wife mode, protective mode could kick in and she won't do it. And then she sent him over. And I was
Oh,
like,
no, that camera
nice
was
job.
right in my face.
Good.
Good for you, Mio.
Good job.
You did it the right way. I guarantee if it was embarrassing, we wouldn't have seen any of that.
Yeah.
So you did good. You're a professional waker-upper.
I like that you're very much hands together. Like
I
you're
was hands
Mr.
together,
Burns.
like, all right,
You're giving
Yeah.
a PowerPoint. Listen,
all right.
Okay,
He's in the bedroom.
Okay.
gather around,
this is
everybody.
say yes to everything.
And it took a good, hour to like get my wits about me.
What did you eat? What was your
I had a
first meal?
banana. I had a banana was the first thing I ate because I hadn't eaten since 5:00 Tuesday, and the first thing I ate was a banana, and my God, that banana
So delicious.
Good.
so good. It was so good. It was the most delicious banana I've ever had, and it was great. It was fine. And then I had my neighbor had made sourdough bread,
Oh.
and she brought. First of all, she brought that over on the Wednesday.
Oh, so you just get to stare at it for a
And,
while.
bing, bing. Oh, it's Kara. Oh, I made extra sourdough. You guys want a whole loaf?
How sweet.
I go, you bitch.
Bitch, I have a colonoscopy.
It was the first real good solid thing I ate. So thank you for the bread. It was wonderful. Like good toasted with butter on it. Yep. Am I right? Well, there we go. That was the journey of the colonoscopy. Everything's fine. Good colon. Everything nice and pink
Like it.
Good.
as it should be. And they sent me home with pictures.
We'll post those later.
And they sent me home with a printout, and I had it on the
The fridge.
no, I had it on the kitchen table, right? So I go, hey kids, they got home. They go, I go, you want to see the inside of Dad's colon?
I can't with you. Your kids are like,
And my son's like, no. And I go, come on, gather around. So I start, showing them like, this is this, this is this, 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 and I forgot they have a picture of your beehole.
No, do they really? They didn't on mine.
oh, geez.
On the outside, like a photo.
To show like any hemorrhoids?
I only saw the inside.
Yeah, I did too.
No,
I
never.
was like,
This is a new thing.
This is the rectum.
No, I've never seen
I love a
that.
glamour
You
shot
went to
of
a
a
swanky
rectum.
place.
Yeah, dude.
Your doc just slipped that in there for you.
That's great.
So your kid saw a picture of your winky, of your drawstring purse.
Yep. My balloon knot. That's
Yeah.
right. I didn't tell him what it is.
Did you have any hemorrhoids or internal or external?
Internal. Like, he's like, oh, you got a couple. I
Gotta
go,
stop
oh,
straining.
no.
Were they fresh? Like maybe they were from the Great Blowout.
Could have been.
Wait, Hemis or polyps?
Hemis, like two.
Oh.
2 internals.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had any bleeding?
Yesterday.
No.
Have you?
They left those behind, huh?
They left those behind.
I don't think they can do it. That's a blood vein. You can't do anything about that. They
No,
can't
the 2
drain
little
them.
polyps,
Pitch it
they
off.
said they took them off and they sent those out. He goes, yeah. In the report, it was like 2 internal hemorrhoids. I go, how do you get those? Can we get them out of here?
Gotta ice your bum.
Is that why my butt hurts?
Could be.
Surprised they didn't just rubber band them or whatever.
I guess they were small. I don't know if they're small enough. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
I don't think can you rubber band the internal hemorrhoids? I thought that was
I
just
don't
an
know.
external one.
Maybe you're right. I have no idea.
Little ponytails down there.
Well, everything's okay. And the prep really is the worst part. of
Colin's
it.
got a ponytail.
You got pigtails down there. Oh.
Yeah, the prep really is the worst part. And it's not the beginning. It's the I want to be done with this.
Yeah.
Just when you think it's over, there's still more. And I lost 5 pounds.
Congratulations.
That's the best
huge.
part to me. That makes me want to go get one tomorrow.
I want to get one every week.
This guy keeps coming back. Your colon's
That's
clean,
fine.
sir. I'll be the judge of that.
Yep. Double check.
And
Hot or not.
Thanks
I just
to-
keep asking the nurses hot or not when I
thanks to
wake
them
up.
over there at Mercy. They were very nice. took good care of me.
Good.
Hey, today, by the way, a couple things to celebrate today. And you know what? I'm glad because today is Dress in Blue Day. And Dress in Blue Day is an awareness event held for the first Friday of March to promote colorectal cancer awareness. So how about that?
That's why I wore blue.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Yeah, me too.
Dress in Blue Day, an awareness event held on the first Friday of March to promote colorectal cancer awareness. And what did I do yesterday? Got my colonoscopy. Today we're talking about it.
It's great.
You are aware. It was created by the Colorectal Cancer Alliance to honor those affected by the disease and encourage screening, prevention, and early detection. Wearing blue on this day helps spark conversations about colorectal cancer, which is one of the most common yet highly preventable cancers with routine screenings. So go get yourself checked out, fellas, ladies. It's not too bad. It's also, guys, Employee Appreciation Day. That's right.
Yeah. We
We are here, and I'm expecting some appreciation
I would
from
like to
management here.
appreciate it.
We are here and appreciated.
I expect some kind of appreciation as we leave the studio after the show this morning. Maybe like a line of all the management here clapping.
Just clapping?
Yeah.
Clapping, yep.
As we walk down the hallway to
Morning
our office.
show parade. Cool.
Now, a poll for Employee Appreciation Day found most companies are not celebrating. That's right.
Okay, sounds on brand.
Not, yeah. I tell you, Odyssey, the radio company, Odyssey celebrated Happy Employee Appreciation Day by firing a whole lot of people yesterday.
Oh my God, it was terrible. 300 people nationwide, which is wild.
Odyssey is one of our competing radio companies. You know, we're Hubbard, there's iHeart, there's Odyssey. Odyssey was a bloodbath yesterday.
Wow.
So happy Employee Appreciation Day. Only 19% of people said their company was planning to do something to thank or recognize staff members today. Well, here's the thing. I don't think y'all deserve it.
Why? We do our jobs well. We deal.
We deal. But here are some reasons why you don't deserve anything for Employee Appreciation Day. Your office nickname is Mr. Never Flushes, okay?
Yeah.
You don't deserve anything. You never work through lunch or before lunch or after lunch. You don't deserve anything. The only thing you write in the birthday card being passed around is happy birthday. You need to put a little extra effort in.
That's right.
Because it's not every day that Ramona in sales turns 56.
True.
That's right.
You got to put a little something, just happy birthday. Happy birthday, Rafe. No, you got to write something clever.
I'm an HBD heart guy.
Oh, you just throw a heart on there?
Yeah.
Ooh,
HBD.
you flirt.
Oh, no, you got to do, guy. Come on, I feel like there's a lot of pressure when the birthday card is being passed around.
No pressure here, bro.
No pressure? Well, maybe that's why you're not being recognized on Employee Appreciation Day. Maybe the only thing you do at meetings is stick gum under the conference table.
Who does that?
I don't know.
Who does that? That's happened before. It wasn't this office. It was the other office. There was one of those meeting rooms, and there was freaking gum under the thing. You're like, who brought their kid?
They are no longer with the company.
Probably not.
If your motto is it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and also I love to shoot heroin during my lunch break.
Whoa.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, my gosh.
It took a turn.
You may actually be appreciated depending on how much you're getting done while that's happening.
Okay, baby.
Is that something that, no, that's something that chills you out.
That
See, I don't
chills
know.
you out, yeah.
Okay, never mind, sorry.
If you replaced your desk with a hammock, you're not getting anything for Employee Appreciation Day. I'm sorry.
Pauly Shore and son-in-law. Awesome.
You're not getting nothing. So, hey, put some pressure on management today. Appreciate me. 91% of people said they'd appreciate it and might like their boss a little more if they did do something today. Thoughtful, caring, and smart were the top words people used to describe how it would come across if management did a little something for Employee Appreciation Day. Maybe, hey, take everybody out for lunch, or maybe cold hard cash. I don't know. Give everybody a couple bucks.
Our company did something yesterday via email. Did you see?
I did not.
Now, I thought it was a phishing scam. Then
Well, it
I'm
could
not
have
going to
been.
be had. I'm going to make them proud and never click on any links.
What do they say?
Well, yesterday we get an email from somebody at corporate. Employee Appreciation Day is tomorrow.
Okay.
And we're celebrating all month long with special offers as a gift for you to celebrate how much we value you and your work. That's why we want to remind you for your access at this one-stop shop for exclusive savings on products, services, and experiences, where we get a discount code, and there's apparently some special offers. We get $10 off of
Anything
things.
good?
I'm clicking on it.
Joanne's Fabrics.
Scam.
No, there's preferred partners like Disney World and Universal Studios and Six Flags.
Okay.
$10
Okay.
off of Disney World.
That's like taking a thimble of sand off the beach.
Okay. Also, there's things for hotels and rental cars and shopping.
Well, thank you, Hubbard.
That's very nice.
It is appreciated. That is nice of you to do something. Hail, Hubbard. Today is also, hey, a little more enthusiasm there, Moon.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want to step on your
Hail,
head.
Hubbard.
Hard.
Thank you. Today is also the National Day of Unplugging. So it's time to unplug and relax, guys. Nowadays, we're a slave to our phones, right?
That's right.
And psychologists say that you don't really have a day off unless you're completely separated from your phone. Can you actually unplug for one day? Can you do it? Learn.
Yes, I'll do it tomorrow, though, because today I'm at work and I need my phone.
Okay. But no, I mean, can you do it, though? Like,
Yeah, I can do it.
Can you do it?
Yep, I can do it.
Rafe,
And
can you
that's
do it?
No calls, texts, social media.
Just you throw your phone away.
Love it.
For one day.
Yeah, I can. I
Can
do
you?
sometimes.
Scott, can you do it?
Dude, I'm so dependent on this thing. I need it 20.
You never answer your text
Okay, yeah, I
messages,
could easily
so yes,
do
you
it.
can.
I never have it on me, so it's all right.
Anytime you want me to, man. You just give me the chance. Give me the opportunity.
I guess I can do it. It's very difficult. Mm-hmm. In all honesty, it's difficult.
It's not as difficult as you think it is.
I think it is.
Because everybody else doesn't know that you're unplugged. So, like, if somebody texts you, like, like, let's say tomorrow I decide to do unplugging, and people want to hang out, and I don't get that text till Sunday, I'm screwed.
What if there's a rock radio emergency?
But nobody's screwed. And you were talking about to let them. You know, don't worry about what they're going to think. It's 24 hours. Everybody's going to
I
survive.
know, but I like to party. So if somebody invites me
If
and I
there's a
miss the
party
party
going on,
invite,
you got
I'm
FOMO.
sad. I do. I got
You're
FOMO.
going to be very,
Well, I mean,
very upset.
You can technically still use the telephone. Yes.
You got to throw your phone away.
Gotta throw
Who
it
uses
out.
a telephone?
You do. Don't you still have a landline?
I do.
Well, there you have it. If you need to communicate, you can still communicate and
Only
still
my
be.
mother knows that line.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's the mother line.
You can call somebody if you need
It's like
to.
the red phone.
It
like
is
the,
a red phone.
the
It's
bat
like
phone.
You pick it up, it's just
Gorbachev and
Roseanne.
Russia's calling.
I feel like you have to have a plan, but you can do it. Like you have to have a day where you're like, today I do nothing. Today is a couch day. I'm going to watch TV or whatever, read a book, whatever I want to do. You have to like plan it. You can't be like, I'm going to go. You're probably not going to go run errands without your phone. I'm going to be honest. You're probably not going to leave.
You have
the
to be on
house.
vacation. You need to be somewhere.
That's what I mean. You got to have a itinerary. Of some
I think
kind.
the last time I really truly unplugged, we were away, and it wasn't being unplugged by choice. It was we had no cell phone signal.
Mm-hmm.
And there was anxiety. There wasn't the anxiety of the moment. It was when we get back, how many people tried to get in touch with me?
Yeah.
And what am I going to, when I turn this phone back on, what am I going to see?
Is it more disappointing when there's no notifications?
No.
Nobody knew.
No, it's thank God nobody tried to get in touch with me.
Do we get annoyed by the people who announce the unplugging, like on social media, like, I got to get out of here. I'm taking a month off. FYI, peace.
Yeah. I'm totally unplugging, so this is going to be a good break. If you need anything, reach out to my assistant.
You know, I used to think of that as like some weird, like, look at me kind of thing. But I think actually that is for them to have less anxiety. For somebody like yourself, I bet you one of your worries or one of your anxieties is that if you go dark for 24 hours, that somebody's going to think something's wrong or somebody's going to try to get a hold of you and they're not going to understand. And that's your way of actually kind of preemptively taking that anxiety off your own shoulders.
And some people have the resources to go dark for however long. Or remember, like Jelly Roll has been making a big thing about him throwing his cell phone in the water. Mm-hmm. I'm done with this thing. Yeah, but you got 15 assistants that if somebody needs to get in touch with you, you get in touch with them. It's fine. You know, what if my kids want to get in touch with me? What if my mother
Yeah, what if your mother?
What if my mother wants to get in touch with me? I don't know. It's tough. It's in all honesty. It's in theory. It's like, oh yeah, I just shut my phone off. It's fine. But there's the anxiety that goes along with it. Yes, we are slaves to our phones, and it sucks.
I like my phone. Like I don't know. I'm not trying to be somebody against it. I like to be connected and see things and have the dopamine hit and be able to post my thoughts. And I don't know. I
like my phone.
I regulate myself pretty well. I feel I could probably do a better job, I guess, but I try.
I could watch a movie on it if I want.
I know.
I could look up anything I want. I could call anybody I want. I could take a picture if I see something I like.
You can see a time zone. Like, what time is it in London right now?
Right now, I can just pick up the phone.
So
I couldn't do that with my beeper in the 90s. We're there. Where can you go that doesn't have reception? The woods.
Yeah, man. We got a spot. Zippo. There's even a sign out there that says, like, hey, man, there is no cell service in here. Make sure you understand that. If you get lost, you will stay lost.
Is it close to here?
Yeah. It's a couple hours. It's in Shawnee. We were just there a couple weeks ago. It's one of our favorite places.
So it's a couple hours away. Is
Yeah,
there a spot like around here?
Yes, you can go to the foyer of my home. Every time I'm on the phone and I try to walk through my house, I sound like a robot in that one spot. So
One spot, okay.
Oh, man, that sucks.
It does suck.
Oh, that does suck.
It's in the middle of my house, too. Like, what's up with... You know what? We probably have some sort of weird cave under our house. I don't even want to know.
Oh, no.
All right, so today's the National Day of Unplugging. It's Friday, Fish Friday. So, hey, first fish fries of the year.
That's right.
First fish fries of the season today for Lent. All the churches.
Every year we say we're going to go, and we never end up making it over there.
Oh, man. Sacred Heart in Valley Park. On the way home from Tim's job at Circle of Concern, he'll just pick that stuff up tonight, and we will be... I love the white piece of bread that's so soft and the greasy fish.
There's a drive-through, right?
Yeah, they have a drive-through, I think.
Because you used to have to call a number and order it, right?
Well, we always go to the drive-through one. You know, God's cod.
God's cod.
Right, but you can just pull up. You can just pull up and snag and go, yeah?
A lot of them do. Not all of them.
I love the grandma piece of cake that they make from like the huge sheet cake. They put it in the plastic wrap.
It's St. Mary Magdalene's God's Cod in Brentwood.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
God's God.
It's great.
Anything out by me in St. Charles that's like famous or God's Cod?
We went to one when I was your roommate, and I can't remember the church's name, but it was pretty solid.
There is a Mexican one down at South City.
People have been talking about that the last
that one's supposed to be
We tried to go to that last year, but it was such a line. But they serve margaritas on the line.
Oh, my people.
Get out of here.
I love them.
Any drivers want a margarita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
I do.
Love one
I would
while
like
wait.
a margarita. Yes, I would.
Does it come in the pouch, or is it like just they're pouring
No,
in
they
the
give
glasses?
you, from what I understand, they'll
All right.
go up and down the line. They're like, hey, you want a margarita?
Bless them.
In your car.
No, to get like on a line to get in. If you eat there, not on when you're driving, Scott.
Okay,
That's what I thought
sorry.
you meant.
What do you guys think this is? Some sort of
I don't know.
drunk driving thing?
No, it's not.
Is this the fun
No, I'm
line?
sure there's a great.
You think so?
I'm sure there's a great one out there.
It's
in
my
St.
son's
Charles.
birthday today.
Oh, happy
I want to
birthday.
do something
Hey, happy birthday, buddy.
special.
15?
To a special, yeah,
Throw some
15
fish
years
at him.
old.
Wow.
What does a 15-year-old want to do on a Friday night with Dad?
wants to
Definitely
go
a
get
fish
a-
fry.
Definitely a fish
He
fry.
wants to go get his permit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you better take him for his permit today.
Yeah,
Has he been studying?
that's the plan. No, he started last night.
Oh,
boy.
no.
He knows it already.
Yeah.
Doesn't he know who you are and how you feel about people driving?
Oh, we talk about driving all the time, and we've been practicing, and he's getting decent. But I'm like, hey, you need to know the basics, and he's like, oh, I'm fine, I know the basics.
Oh,
and then
no.
last night I said, are you ready for this? And he goes, nah, man, I'm gonna do it tonight. And I was like, do it tonight. It's a bit more involved than that.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I got a couple, I'll tell you the website for all the practice tests and stuff like that, maybe before he goes. Take a couple practice tests.
Yeah, I'll send it to him during class.
I am surprised that you let that stand in your home,
That's
dude.
what I'm surprised by.
Hey, man, this is what the test is for.
As much as you
The test.
stump for everyone being on it with their driving and
Oh,
their
no.
driving test qualifications, I'm surprised you're not running him through drills every night.
Well, we do go through things in parking lots and all that. But this is just a written test for the permit.
Oh.
And between 15
it's a
and
written
16,
test.
this kid is going to get. I'm going to be drill
I've heard
sergeant.
I've heard of more kids failing the written test.
Yeah.
Now than I've ever heard. I remember if you failed the written test when I was of the age of getting your driver license, it'd be like you'd be shunned.
Yeah, my daughters, I think they failed theirs the first time or two, but then you can go back 24 hours later. And, the last one failed one and then went back the next day and aced it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can do it every 24 hours, I believe. At least she did. And
that's another trip to the DMV.
Yeah, and there's some pride, especially with fellers. There's some pride. He doesn't want to fail this,
No.
which is why originally he was like, I'll do it next week. And then yesterday he's like, nah, let's go tomorrow. I want to get it right away. Let's go.
Dude, have him take those practice tests if he's not ready.
He's bright. He knows.
Yeah, no, he's a smart kid.
I started running him through all the signs. I said, what's this sign? What's this sign? What's this sign? He goes, they're not going to ask that. And I was like, what are you talking about? What do you know about this? They're going to ask all of this. What do you think they do?
Right.
Yeah, there was some stuff on there when I was taking it. I was like, oh, man, I can't believe they asked that.
Well,
Yeah.
happy birthday to your
Happy
baby
birthday
boy.
to the boy.
Yeah, he's a good feller.
Today is National Cereal Day. Oh, it's National Middle Name Pride Day.
Ooh.
Okay.
Middle Name Pride Day, observed
Okay.
on the first Friday of March as a fun way to encourage people to embrace and share their middle names.
Okay.
Many people tend to keep their middle names private or rarely use them. But this day is all about celebrating the often overlooked part of our identities. So my middle name, Daniel, comes from the Hebrew name Daniel, meaning God is my judge.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
Sure is.
Yep. The name conveys qualities like strength, integrity, resilience, clean colon.
Very
Daniel
cool.
was a prophet known for his wisdom and faithfulness in the Old Testament. So there you go.
Tight.
Tight indeed. Your middle name?
Is Leslie, and it means joy from the Old English word less, which means joy, and also small meadow.
Oh.
So what's up?
Oh, Small Meadow.
A small joyous
Also,
meadow.
my middle name is my grandmother's maiden name. Her name was Betty Leslie, and so that's why I have it.
Tight.
Pretty cool.
My middle name comes from one of my foster families. So that's
nice.
it was my last name for, a couple months and then became my middle name. And it is Taylor, which means tailor.
Uh-huh.
Make suits.
which means
T-A-I-L-O-R,
do you need a hem?
yes. Means one who hems.
do your pants need a hem?
Yes, they do. Always.
I'm your guy.
Rafe Dean.
Yeah. The
Middle
Dean
name.
Man. Yeah. It says here Hebrew word for law, justice, or verdict. I had no idea how cool my name was. And also Valley. So kind of like Meadow and Valley.
Meadow and Valley. We're little grass
So cute.
twins.
Dean and Leslie, the Meadow and Valley.
Scott.
Mine
Middle name.
makes it sound like I'm in a nice relationship with a young man named Drew. It's Scott and Drew. And
Andrew.
That is so
it's
hot.
pretty cute.
Scott and Drew.
Yeah, sweet boy. But it means manly and strong. And it's associated with bravery, courage, masculinity. Something else that's neat.
Everything we think
Andrew
about you.
is the patron saint of Greece, Russia, and Scotland.
Oh, nice.
How about that?
Look at
So
you
your
go.
passport looks like it was built for two.
Yeah. Two buddies
this
just
up a
going
long
on a
time
trip
ago,
together.
I thought it was a patron saint of Greece. G-R-E-A-S-E.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You're in the T-Birds or whatever. That's cool.
All right. National Crown of Roast Pork Day. National Flapjack Day. National Tartar Sauce Day. It's the World Day of Prayer. Plant Power Day.
You kind of do have two personalities. So maybe when you get a little, little Randy, you're Drew. That's the Drew
that's my
coming
Drew.
out. Yeah.
When he's horned up, he's Drew.
When he gets a little crazy, that's Drew. Here comes Drew.
Here comes
sense.
Drew.
Boy.
Hey, so Sunday we spring forward into daylight saving time.
Yeah.
Don't forget we lose an hour of sleep.
I hate it, man.
Fart.
Do you hate it?
I do.
It is.
I look forward to the long nap of winter, and I don't look forward to the springing of spring because I'm up
But
so
you'll
damn early.
appreciate the later daylight, right?
No, I won't. I said this last week. I don't have blackout curtains in my stupid room, and that little crescent moon at the top of my freaking ceiling is ruining my
You're
life.
cool with just keeping it the way it is.
Yeah, keep it. I'm with Trump. Keep it the way it is.
Keep it the way it is. Well, he said, basically, Trump said it's not a priority. It's like a 50-50 issue, and if something's 50-50, it's hard to get excited about it as far as eliminating daylight saving time.
Won't it take like a second just to sign a piece of paper that says it's eliminated?
Real quick, if we did, it would stay here, or we would spring forward.
Well, that's the question. If we're to change, do we just stay the way it is now, or do we spring forward and that's it? Leave it.
Wait, which one is more? Which one is more sunlight in the morning? That's the forward. Yes.
That's the back.
It starts getting no. It stays lighter later, right?
If we do what?
If we spring forward. So, like, the reason we will have more daylight going into the evenings won't, like 5 o'clock will not be dark anymore because we're springing forward. So, from what I understand, we have more daylight.
We have more daylight on the back end. But I
see the
think
math.
More dark in the morning.
Then I would want to stay here.
No.
Same.
The days are just longer because we're getting closer to the sun.
Right, the days are.
It doesn't matter. We springing forward.
No, there is one of them where it stays darker in the morning longer, and I forget which one it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you move it an hour forward, it's going to stay darker in the morning longer.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Right, so I would stay here.
So if we spring forward, it's darker in the morning longer.
Right, but it actually won't be because we're going to be in summertime, in which the days are hours longer. We have more. There's more hours of daylight.
All right, so Rafe, what do you want to do? You want to just should we just stay the way it is, or do you want to spring forward?
Leave it. These farmers have been getting catered to far too long.
Oh.
I'm a farm boy at heart, so I say spring forward, baby. I like the light. Let's keep it going.
Spring forward and keep it there?
Yeah, man. Dark in the morning, light at night is just great.
Yeah, but the people who work in the morning, like outside.
That's us.
I'm not upset with
that. Drew's out again. This fake farmer, Drew. What are you talking about? You're fighting
we
Scott.
get more light.
You're a morning guy.
Well, whenever I leave, I get to have light all like the rest of the day.
Well, so there was a poll on X. All right, do we want an hour later with daylight saving time, or do we want an hour earlier sunshine with standard time?
Give me that standard, baby.
And most people want daylight saving time, 58% to 42%.
We really are a divided nation.
Like Scott and Drew?
We know what's up.
58% want daylight saving time. 42% want an hour earlier of sunshine with standard time. I don't know. I think we just pick one and let's just stick with it. It's fine. But every year around this time, we get in this stupid argument. And I was making a list of things like clockwork every year we seem to bitch about. Every year around this time, this time, not around this time, we bitch about the daylight saving time thing. I hate losing an hour of sleep. It's so dark early. Now, it's bitching. So think about some stuff that every year like clockwork people seem to bitch about.
I have one.
Go ahead.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yep, throw that on there.
We bitch about other genres getting in. We hate anyone who is nominated. And then once they say, here are your inductees, nobody is happy.
Okay. All right, I'll put that on my list. I didn't think about that one. The MTV's not playing music videos thing, that's always seemed to come up all the time.
Right.
Or once a year at least. Remember when MTV actually played music? Listen, they're never going to play music again, okay?
Right.
We need to stop this argument.
And we also need to give props to Paramount Plus, which is where you can go to see all the programming that you want to see from back in the time of MTV playing its music. And honestly, I just wish there was an MTV2 still where they just only did music videos. That would make everybody shut up. And I would subscribe.
And I disagree with you. I think MTV missed the boat. I think MTV right now is cleaning up all their contractual messes. You know, obviously the ridiculousness thing. And good for Rob. I'm happy for Rob that he got that deal because it's just
Rob Dyrdek,
multimillionaire. But they sign these contracts and they have to play this crap.
No, that's not the point of this.
But I know. But what my point is I think they missed the boat in being the video version of Pandora or the video version of Spotify or, the different radio stations. They could have kept music video things and put in some sort of algorithmic thing where they created MTV or they shifted the branding of MTV over to back to a music channel that fed you what you liked. And you could put it on in the background. They could be getting hours and hours of views and all that.
I understand the argument for it, and I wish they had gone to that model. My whole thing is this is just the argument of
But
like we're arguing always like MTV's not playing music videos. Remember that? It was good.
Yeah, MTV. If you're out there, listen,
and they are,
and pay me because all you need is an app. Just do an app. Go Disney Plus. Go whatever, and make it free. Just bite Pandora and Spotify and all that they've done, and make it music videos. Bring the music videos back. You've already got the archive. You've already got it, and now you can just throw an algorithm there and feed me my 90s.
Yes.
I don't want to get off topic here.
Vivo already doing that.
This is arguments every person seems to gripe at every year like clockwork. Why are Christmas decorations coming out so early? Every year, the same argument. Yep. It's not even Halloween yet, and stores already have the Christmas trees up.
Because people buy it, man. Commerce, money.
The Oscars are rigged.
Hey. People hate when the McRib is back.
Oh.
All the McRib haters can't wait to complain.
'Tis the season.
To yuck someone else's yum.
Well, seeing that naked McRib really does ruin things.
See?
I'm just saying, they don't do it themselves any. Whoever was the inside man who decided backstage at the McDonald's to go, you know what the people need to see? A naked McRib before it's fully thawed and sauced.
That was a leaked pic.
It was a leaked pic. And Ronald's pissed. He's pissed.
So people argue over it coming back?
I just feel like every time the McRib is back, people are like, why do people eat this? I'm like, it's McDonald's. Everything there is disgusting. Like the pink slime is what they call their burger, for the love of God. Yeah, it's gross. I just feel like it's a very hot button issue every time the McRib is back.
And yet, we don't get upset when we're at the grocery store and we see ground beef and it's pink and it's weird looking. I mean, they just molded it into a rib shape. That's all it is, right? It's just rib meat, ground.
Is it?
Shaped into a pork
gym
chop.
mats.
I don't know. I'm sure it's
I don't know.
grass-fed.
The reason it's gross is because ribs really don't look like that.
Right. It looks like a damn harp, a meat harp.
All right.
Show me
Next.
Super Bowl halftime show.
Yes, Super Bowl halftime show complaints. Worst show ever, best show ever, every single year.
McRibs are a ground boneless pork shoulder, emulsified with water, spices, sugar, and preservatives.
Yeah. Delicious.
Every year we gripe about the Grammys being out of touch, pumpkin spice arriving too early. It's August. Why are the pumpkin spice already?
You know what else on that note? Shamrock Shake. 'Tis the season for that. Some people love it, some people hate it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Irish. I don't have an opinion.
Are people arguing about it, though? I'm just talking, these are arguments that every year we have.
Should be around all year.
The weather is weird for the season. It's way too hot for this time of year. I don't remember this being cold in March every year. New Year's resolutions are useless. People drive like I forget when it rains or it snows. Always, all the time. Every year people act like they've never seen rain before, and we always argue about it, or snow. Black Friday's not the same anymore. Remember when Black Friday had deals and people lined up at midnight? Remember that?
Yeah.
Grr.
Streaming services are getting too expensive.
They're taking our jobs.
It's our germs.
Why do we have to work the day after the Super Bowl?
Okay.
Yeah, we're all idiots.
Stepping on toes now.
Back to school starts earlier every year. Christmas songs have been played too early.
I feel like this is just audio recordings of you on the show.
I told you I wrote everything down.
Is this last October to
It's like
December?
you're just playing drops from the last year of my life. Rizzuto drops.
I never said I wasn't guilty of any of this stuff. I bitch about all this stuff.
Yeah, well.
I bitch about all this stuff. When there's a new iPhone, same phone, just more expensive.
I didn't do anything. It's just a cult.
Super Bowl commercials aren't what they used to be. They used to be good. Remember that?
I don't like politics in my shows. No.
Unless they're my politics, in which case I don't notice.
And then I'm fine. Grandpa, put your dentures back in if you're going to complain.
When I say apolitical, I mean my political.
That's right.
All right, here we go. All right. Killed the bit. Thank you.
No, no.
All right.
Look what you did.
Okay.
It's
Give
the
us
Drew.
more.
It's
No, no more. I'm
It's
done.
the Drew coming out of all of you.
I'm done. All right. Let's do this. And that's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Rizz Show, and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990 from O'Fallon Mo, Jeremy Bowes.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Jeremy, Jeromy. Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's Jerome, baby.
Jeremy. No, it's Jeremy.
Jeremy. Right? Jeremy listens to the Rizz Show every morning on his way to work. Has converted many of his friends and coworkers into the Rizz Show listeners over the years. Thanks for being a Rizz evangelist. Enjoys the energy that we exude every morning and how we all mesh as a group.
Aww.
And how we make our listeners feel like members of the show. Jeremy enjoys whenever the show brings up his hometown of Shelbina.
That's right. Get out.
That's why it's a weird spelling of Jeremy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bunch of backward idiots over there.
No, he's a sweet man. He said he's going to hug my family if he runs into him. He's going to Macon.
And he does agree with me that Tom Petty is the best American songwriter ever. Smart guy.
Yes.
Jeremy Bowes from O'Fallon by way of
songs like Tom Petty anymore.
Today's Team Rizz Remember the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break in the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrity. 7:14 Friday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Yeah, traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Nothing. Oh, my bad. Never mind. Lane blocked due to an incident, 55 southbound at 3rd Street on the Illinois side that just happened. Your point forecast, slight chance for rain. High of 67. Right now is 43 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lauren, what do you got for us?
The Ghost Wants Your Phone. Who's Got New Boobs? Mark Maron's next special, and the best country songs of the last 10 years.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there. Let's get to Moon's list of things he would like to achieve before death.
There's some cool ones on here, man. There's a couple cool ones. Let's start with number one. Moon wants to drive a monster truck, which is rad as hell. And I at least want to ride shotgun.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Growing up in St. Louis, big Bigfoot fan, as everyone should be. Mm-hmm. And, man, we've gone to this Monster Jam. You know, Monster Jam always invites me out and has had me out for years and years. And
been bitching about your job forever. So why don't you do something about it? Maybe a job in the IT field. Now, you could train for a new career in IT in as little as 4 months with my friends over at Centric. Centric is St. Louis's leading IT training company. They're the longest-running, most experienced entry-level tech training program in the country. And Centric trains you on the most current technologies employers are using because, unlike the four-year schools, they could quickly adapt the curriculum to match changes in the job market. And they'll help you get a job. That's the goal, right? Is to get a great IT job, a great, well-paying IT job. That's why job search assistance is a big part of their program. In addition to the tech training, they know there are other skills that you need to have developed to help you find the right job. Now, Centric's career services team provides you with seminars and workshops and other services throughout the training that prepares you for your job search, and they will help you land that new IT job. 1,700 plus companies have hired Centric grads. So what are you waiting for? Go to centric.com/Rizz, CENTRIQ.com/Rizz, and get started today.
Well, gentlemen, we will see you in St. Louis on Sunday. We are so excited to have Point Fest back and to have you guys be a part of it. But I want to kind of talk about this from a couple of different angles, all right? First and foremost, the crew that you have working with you in the Seether camp, I'm sure is scaled down because of, you know, the craziness that is the pandemic. But can you talk about, like, sort of what the crew is doing now, added responsibility that they weren't doing before to keep you guys safe for all these shows, just so you can play them?
Go ahead, Johnny.
Actually, for us, our little world, obviously, you know, venues will have different rules, mask mandates backstage. Our crew, we still have a full crew. We have our regular setup, you know, our techs and front of house. So it's such a healthy thing and a great thing to be playing shows again, man. This time last year, we never, you know, we didn't know what was going to happen. And here we are doing shows again. And it was the first one was almost like a spiritual experience. It was a show in Ohio. And it was just so great to be on stage, playing music, you know, being a band and doing what we do, man. I missed it so much. So
yeah,
it's a great thing.
I've talked to a couple of folks, you know, like myself, that are in the industry, and we're very lucky to be able to go to a lot of shows, you know, but sometimes, unfortunately, in the job, sometimes there's burnout that creeps in, even for going to concerts. And I guess it was a couple of months into the pandemic, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this without more live music, because it had been the longest that I'd been since I was like 15, since I had been to a show. And when I finally got back to a show, oh God, that, you know, like just everything about it. I had a beer in the hand. It was loud. There was thousands. It was just so great. But like, I mean, I would assume a pretty almost emotional experience for you guys getting back after it.
Oh, it's totally emotional. I mean, like Johnny was saying, the first show back, I mean, it was truly to see everyone's faces, stuff like that. I mean, you know, it had been what, Johnny, because we took a little time off even beforehand to do a record. So for us, it was this long break.
Let's talk about Stewart's American Mortgage. Only he doesn't go by Stewart. He goes by Stewie. He is a cool, laid-back dude, and he gives you his real phone number when you call him. Stewie and his team know that no loan or situation is ever the same, so your loan is tailored to you, and they walk you through it to answer any questions. It's worth a phone call to Stewie, guys. He's all about customer experience and works diligently to make sure you get the best rate possible, and he's got his patented bagel loan. Now, what is the bagel loan, you might ask? Well, it's called a bagel loan because it looks like a zero. It's their signature loan that covers the typical costs that are associated with closing your loan. Stewie covers these costs on any loan, refi, or purchase starting at $200K. This includes all of the following, but isn't limited just to this: no underwriting fees, no appraisal fees, no title fees, no lender fees, no closing costs, and most importantly, and I know this because I'm looking for a home, the max pre-approval on your pre-approval letter. And the power of the pre-approval letter is in your hands. Stewie has a function on his website that no one else has, that you can go in and print your own pre-approval letter in minutes if you need to get into some sort of bidding war for the house of your dreams. So bagel loan benefits on top of that, lowers your down payment costs, less fees means more money to invest in your new home, covering more expenses. Stewie can actually make owning your first home an attainable goal. Plus, he can get you closed in 10 to 15 days. So don't wait. It's the biggest investment of your life. Talk to Stewie from Stewart's American Mortgage. Call or text him on his cell phone, 314-324-4440, or Google the bagel loan. The bagel loan. Google it. NMLS 226715. There we go. Got it out.
So we've had this place for a little over a year now. And every time I come up here, I discover something new. Whether it be a new structure or just something hidden in part of the woods here. So a couple months ago, just spotted something in the woods, and what the hell is that? So I went exploring, and let me show you what I found. Check this out. That, my friends, is a hidden sawmill. So I drove out here one afternoon, and I said, what the hell is this? Well, you get all this cut wood. You got this wooden structure out here. I said, what is that? And then I go in here, it's a big saw. So this is a sawmill that was just hidden in the woods. So I guess what you do is that little pipe at the end there, you'd hook a tractor up to that and turn the PTO on, and that spins the blade. And you would take your logs and you'd push your logs up onto here, and this thing slides, and you'd make yourselves some 2x4s or whatever. Am I ever going to use it? Absolutely not. All I could see is an accident happening. I mean, this guy was using this sawmill up until basically the day he died. And this was an 80-something-year-old guy who was taking logs, putting them up here, and making planks or whatever he needed to use around the farm. And I don't know what the heck this is. It says observation booth. What are you observing? This would be a good spot for Jeff to come and just do weird things. That's what I was thinking. Again, this is all hidden. I just kind of found it. You got a lot of cut wood, tires, extra fencing. I don't know.
That's kind of your logical today. It's a vasectomy day. Vasectomy day at South County Urological. This is the day they do all the vasectomies. Fridays. Not specifically March 7th, but, actually, March is the busiest month at South County Urological as far as the vasectomies go. It's all about March Madness, basketball, college basketball. Guys like to get snip, and just watch college basketball all weekend because they got to relax. You got to kick your feet up. No heavy lifting, no yard work, no throwing the kids around. Just ice yourself down, watch some TV. You get the vasectomy done on a Friday. You rest over the weekend. You're back to work on Monday. My suggestion is you call South County Urological 314-843-8000. Book your consultation appointment. My insurance covered my entire procedure, and it was very quick. My wife was in there with me. In fact, I even did it on the radio. It was a landmark broadcast. It's the no scalpel vasectomy, way less invasive than, I don't know, a lady getting their tubes tied. Friday, you rest, you're back to work on Monday. South County Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com.
By the one and the only Brent Smith of Shinedown.
I forgot how that song goes. All I heard was ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what are the actual words?
I don't think anybody actually knows.
Is that Girls?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
There we go. That is some 80s.
You know what? We
That
got
is
to bring it back
hardcore.
for the weekends,
Okay.
right? The holiday weekends. So we got Brent Smith, Shinedown. It's a Point Big summer show. Couldn't be more excited to have you guys, Jelly Roll, back in St.
Back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. Of course, there's the Coleman's Campers text line, 314-649-3862 or 314-649-DUMB. Comedian Michael Winslow will be here. The man of 10,000, what do they call him? The man of 10,000 voices?
Sounds?
It is.
Sounds?
Voices?
The man of 10,000 sound effects. You know him from Police Academy. You know him from Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's at Funny Bone.
Funny Bone, St. Charles.
Funny Bone, St. Charles.
As somebody that has been told that I use a lot of sound effects in storytelling, I guess he's a hero of mine.
You know what? Yes. Yes, he's been around forever.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I do that, but
somebody told you that?
It gets pointed out to me. Yeah, especially by
Maybe
my
you
wife.
could show off some of your skills.
No, I have. They're not
Yeah,
natural.
dude, you guys should have a contest.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll do a sound effects contest.
No, I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm not that kind
Here's
of
a
guy.
fart. Here's a different fart.
Hey, can you make a ring sound?
Bring.
Whoa, are you kidding me?
Is Michael Winslow here already?
Not yet.
Yeah.
He'll be here.
In
later.
fact, we're going to let him know we have our own Michael
Yeah.
Winslow.
Yeah, I can't wait.
He's going to be so excited, you guys.
Carl Winslow, Michael Winslow.
Not Carl Winslow.
I loved Carl Winslow. Family
Yes, I
Matters?
just want to know
No
if they're
relation.
related. They're not? All
You
right.
can ask him.
All right.
Laura Winslow.
Let's not insult him.
And I think Michael was the brother,
I
right?
love Michael.
The Laura's brother? Wasn't it Michael Winslow? The Winslow family?
From Family Matters?
Yes.
Of course.
Hot
Not-
ass
this is
Michael
not the
Winslow.
same guy.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's another famous Winslow family.
That makes cool
This is a
voices.
fake one, though.
Was a character though.
Wait, what?
Was a real guy.
I would say, listen, for
Look, guys,
me,
I know.
Carl Winslow's real to me, damn it.
For me,
Family in the 90s.
Spaceballs is one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, it's a top tenner for me, and he was probably in one of my favorite scenes in one of my favorite movies of all time.
You've met him before?
Never.
The bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
This is going to be a big day for you.
I thought he's been on before. He hasn't, huh?
No.
He's a very nice
I
man.
think we've tried to get him on before.
Okay.
Yes, I think he may have been booked, and
Yeah, I don't think timing worked out or something.
he may have been booked, and then something happened. I don't know.
I have a very specific question for him
He's logging on.
that I can't wait to ask him.
Okay, all right. He'll be here at 8 o'clock. Got Rafe Ememoriam. We got Friday Fail Stories. All right, so this is a true story of something that happened to somebody. And I want your thoughts on this before we get to crap on celebrity. So this person says, I was at an outdoor shopping plaza. So let's picture your outlet mall.
Okay.
outlet shopping plaza when a little girl, likely under the age of 10, asked to use my phone.
Okay.
She said she got separated from her mom and didn't know which store she was in and needed to call her.
Love it.
I let her use my phone. Sounded like she had a conversation. She thanked me and said her mom was in Lululemon and headed off in the direction of the store. Out of curiosity, I watched the girl walk to the store and saw her walk right past it. I didn't chase her down, knowing how creepy it would look for a man in his mid-30s to be running up to a young girl. So I have no idea why she didn't go there when she said her mother was there. Has anyone had this happen to them? Am I a victim of some kind of new scam?
What if it was like one of those what would you do moments, you know, and because they film that sometimes, like with little kids, like they have the abduction set up where they see what strangers and passersby would do if a man came up and just like abducted a kid and ran off with it. Like some people stop, some people call the police, some people chase them down.
John Quinones is waiting in the wings, ready to jump out.
Yeah, or like
in a pair of
what would you do, guy?
Wearing Lululemon.
I'm saying congratulations. You probably have now some kind of device that's been put on your phone to steal all your banking information.
What?
I guess.
Their children are not that. They're not. What are we employing children to do our spy work now?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we are not.
Yes, we are.
There's moral scammers out there. They would not do something like that. Oh, this is a strange situation.
Through calling someone?
Yeah, you never know.
You made a
You never
phone
know.
call.
Maybe that's the new phishing link.
You never know. Like, they could have made the phone call, but before that, they could have put something on your phone. You have now unlocked your phone for this person. You don't know. Yeah, it may be a 10-year-old, or maybe not a 10-year-old. Maybe a little person who dressed up like a 10-year-old.
Well, that's a stretch.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, and nothing's off the table.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. This is a strange situation.
Would you let a little kid use your phone?
Yes. If the little child came up to me at the outlets and said, "I've lost my parent. Can I use your phone?" Absolutely, I'd let a child.
But when you
use my
have
phone.
them,
I think
just
I
give
would
you the
say-
number so you could call and be like,
Right.
"Hey, I'm with
Exactly.
little Billy
On
Bob."
speaker.
That's what I would do.
On speaker.
I would say, well,
My phone is not coming out of my hands.
Let's call your mom. What's the number?
Are we that paranoid as a society that now we're not trusting little ones?
Ain't no little kid knows their parents' phone number.
I just don't want to cross anything, to be honest. It's not necessarily paranoia, but I don't want any like physical exchanges going on in any sense.
I don't think it's a paranoia thing. I think it's I've heard of too many scams.
Yeah, they've been talking about this for a long time, especially the worst one.
Why
is
even-
if they delete TikTok?
Why even put it's back on the
I know, so it's fine.
why even chance it? You're letting the little kid use your phone?
I am. Yeah.
You're not putting it
and
on
I'm letting the
speaker?
little person use I'm letting anybody use my phone. Come on over.
Can I borrow it?
Yes.
Would you like check out the exits just to like? I mean,
Even an adult, can I use your phone?
you got to think a few steps ahead. What if
I would probably do the let's do speak with
We're
an
always
adult.
doing
I'm
speaker.
not doing that with a child like
you would hand it to a child? But what if
Yeah, I'm
the
right
easiest way
here.
to steal your phone is to send a kid over and say, "Let me borrow your phone," and if some fool gives you the phone,
And the kid
just
takes
takes off.
Honestly,
Now
they
you're
could.
running after a little kid,
Well-
and that little kid's going to beat you.
Exactly.
Well,
dude.
I know, but
Most-
I'll get a new phone. I don't care.
Get out of here.
phone.
You're out of your mind.
What
I'm made
just
of money.
happened?
I don't care. Take my phone.
The most
No, I'm
likely
kidding.
thing is they're cloning it. You know, like
Well, how do you do that on a phone call?
I would imagine you just get your phone close enough for a long X amount of time, and they can clone. And if you have like Apple Pay and all that stuff on your
Oh, interesting.
phone, I would imagine they could clone all that. Someone in the chat, which just adjusted the chat, doesn't mean said it happened in Edwardsville at a Target. Guy asked to borrow their phone. They had charges at Chick-fil-A, Dick's, etc. Hours later.
Yeah, you have opened up your phone,
So they might.
and now they got access to all your apps.
Well, no, you're not letting them like dilly-dally and leave.
Listen, she could be down. Oh, what's my mom's number? And could be stalling you
Okay.
as you're not seeing what they're doing. And then boom, things are
Well, what
put on
kid-
your phone.
How many of you know people's numbers by heart?
I know my mom's number by heart.
You do, but we're of that age. You know what I mean?
But parents, like all my mom friends are like, they make their kid learn their phone number. Like when they're old enough to do it, they're like, what's mom's phone number? What's dad's phone number?
I also think there's a difference between paranoia and being vigilant and not being putting yourself in a bad situation.
For sure. I guess I just want to help the kid. I don't like
Yeah.
or I think I'm on one of those TikTok moments where I'm like, okay, be the best version of ourselves, you know? I don't know.
But I mean,
Speakerphone's a good idea.
Speakerphone is a good
the
idea.
best idea.
That's why they're using the kid, because they know that people just want to help the kid. That's why old people get laden with drugs and put through the airport thing so they can
my
ship
goodness.
drugs out there because nobody wants to pat down grandma.
Well,
Now
we're not
shoving,
trusting kids.
Now we're
Speak for
shoving
yourself.
balloons of cocaine up Grandpa's butt.
That's what I'm saying.
Putting him through,
Nobody wants to pat
yes.
down a wheelchaired grandpa.
Well, and then I would probably, I mean, I'm thinking like in that situation, what I would do, I'd probably just like, may I walk with you? Like can I just stay with you so I can make sure you get to your mom? Like that's
Remember,
how
he
I
said-
would be.
He said she walked past the store where she said her mom was.
Right.
This guy
So,
got had.
He got had.
well, okay.
He did.
Maybe she doesn't know how to read. I don't know.
This kid is smarter than he is.
I refuse to not trust the kids. Okay. I can't go to this bottom of the barrel of society with you all. I have to
dwarf.
just stay. And I want to trust the little people too. I feel like, why are we throwing little
Kid's
people
got a
in as
5
being
o'clock shadow.
mischievous?
I don't know. You keep going back there.
But also, if you're at the mall, just take the kid over to the Apple store and use any of those.
Excuse me, my mommy. I can't find my mommy.
Somebody
Whoa.
says I'm the perfect.
Lady, you seem like a nice lady. What's your name, Lauren? I can't find my mommy right now.
Okay,
Can I
well,
see your
come with
credit
me.
cards?
We'll find your mom. I don't know, man. On a good day,
I
I'm
can't
trusting
dial
the
the
kids.
phone without a credit card number. Okay,
Your
here's
voice
my
is very deep, sir.
wah
little
wah.
man.
Baby needs a bottle. Sir,
How old are you?
I don't know.
10. You have a goatee. I've never seen a child with a goatee.
Well, they're
before.
putting hormones in the meat. I don't know.
It's a horrible problem.
Drink a lot of milk.
I guess I would get had. I don't know. I just
I just
prefer
want
to.
you to be careful out there.
Okay.
Can I bum a smoke?
Just be careful out there,
I'm never
guys.
going to the outlets
come
ever
on.
again. You guys have ruined the outlet mall.
Come on, don't
shopping for me.
don't trust kids.
What? No, I refuse to be there with you guys yet. I mean, one day I'll get there, but right now I'm staying.
All right, today is March 7th. Back in the day, 149 years ago, 1876, Alexander Graham Bell receives a patent for his telephone. 128 years ago, 1897, Dr. John Kellogg serves the world's first cornflakes to his patients at a mental hospital in Battle Creek, Michigan. What was the movie about that? Remember there was a movie, I think it was Matthew Broderick?
Yes.
Ferris Bueller's Day
with
Off.
That's not it.
Project X.
Anthony Hopkins too, right?
Yes, it was a good movie too, and I forget the name of it. Anyway.
Yeah, because we watched that and we're shocked at it was like early Game of Thrones stuff.
Wait, what was it about?
It was about, I think Matthew Broderick played Dr. Kellogg,
Yes.
and it was at a
Music Man.
mental hospital in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Ah, yes, Frosted.
Nope, that's not it
Okay.
either. Okay. 92 years ago, 1933, the board game Monopoly was created and trademarked by Charles Darrow in Atlantic City.
We were talking about that yesterday real fast.
Monopoly?
Yeah. I don't like that it's on the apps and it's doing like cryptocurrency now. The guys were telling me that they play it and now instead of the dollar bill, y'all, it's the currency on your phone through an app. How do you feel? You like the paper money when you play Monopoly?
I'm an OG
That's right.
Monopoly person. On
Yeah.
the road to Wellville.
But you know what you
Weird.
also are with
Yes.
Monopoly? Somebody that's super frustrated that it's still going well after the kids have lost interest.
And it will speed it up with the app.
It speeds it up. You want to finish
Yeah,
Monopoly.
and you can play like with different rules, and you could play a speed version. I get it.
But
I understand.
this will speed it up.
I like
think
to see
this-
how much money I have.
I think
now.
this is good.
Sorry, I got caught in this movie with Matthew Broderick, and the plot of it is insane.
Yeah.
You seen this thing?
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago.
Yeah, we watched it.
It says the Dr. Kellogg cereal.
Right, the man who invented cornflakes.
Had some very weird, unusual methods for maintaining health, including colonic irrigation, electrical stimulus, sexual abstinence, vegetarianism, and physical exercise.
Not vegetarianism.
No!
But I forgot what's his face is
He
in
was
it.
shocking people and sticking stuff up their butt, and now he is our
The patron saint of cereal.
Dana Carvey and John Cusack both in it.
50 years ago, 1975, David Bowie puts out his 9th record, Young Americans, featuring Fame. 45 years ago, 1980, the movie Coal Miner's Daughter was released. Sissy Spacek as Loretta Lynn. 42 years ago, 1983, TNN, the Nashville network, goes on the air.
TNN.
TNN. Does anybody know what it turned into in 2003?
TNT.
No.
Spike?
Spike.
Spike.
And
then
Turner Classic.
FX.
No, Paramount Network.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
In
Nice.
Spike.
Spike TV. I always felt like, ooh, I'm watching a dude's channel.
Yeah, with the dude show and Fear Factor.
Let's see what
back
the
to
dudes
back.
think.
40 years ago, 1985, Where the World Comes Out. 38 years ago, 1987, what becomes the first rap album to top the U.S. charts, where it stayed #1 for 7 weeks?
It's the Beastie
Blondie,
Boys.
Parallel Lines.
What?
No. That was the first
Beastie
rap music
Boys,
video.
they're
Yeah, that's right. Licensed Ill.
yes, thank you.
Rapture was the first like hip hop, like not really hip hop, but rap video to be on the
I
screen.
believe that is true.
Yeah.
28 years ago, 1997, Howard Stern puts out Private Parts. 26 years ago, 1999, Stanley Kubrick dies of natural causes at the age of 70.
Yeah, right.
You know, I am still kind of sexually attracted to Fred from the Stern Show. I don't know what that is. It came from Private Parts, though. And I think it's the bathroom scene. When he gets in the tub and he still leaves his hat on.
Yeah.
Something about it.
I get it. And 14 years ago in 2011, Charlie Sheen fired from 2.5 Men. Check it out on his website.
Winner.com.
And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start with this because it does affect some of our point listenership. So Ghost is going to be at Enterprise Center on July 30th. And according to the Pope of Ghost, Tobias Forge, they're going to restrict cell phone use on this upcoming tour.
Dang it.
He says, quote, "We want fans to be there in the moment. It's so hard to get people to engage. The face value of not seeing phones was literally like time travel. Now in modern days, it's ridiculous. If you're playing in front of 10,000 people, 8,000 of them are holding a phone. I wish it was like this all the time. So if you're going to that Ghost show at Enterprise Center, you are probably going to have to put it in a bag and do like the comedy tours do."
Or if they see it out, like they do at Tool shows, like if they see your phone out, you get a warning. If you're videoing the...
Right.
Who was at that Tool show where they actually will take a light and like the security will flash it in your face and go, "This is your last warning."
Could be like that.
Could be like that. Because I can't imagine so many people putting their phones in bags. Although Chappelle did that, right? Chappelle was...
And John Mulaney.
At Enterprise?
Yeah, I had to do that.
At Enterprise, huh?
At Enterprise. And trust me, it takes a while to get in. So like if Ghost is doing this on this tour, you're going to need to get there a little early because it's going to be backed up.
Let's not do the bag thing. Let's just say, hey, keep your phones away. If we catch you with it, you get a warning. If not, you're out of here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Fyre Festival founder Billy McFarland issued a public statement after Mexican officials said this week that they had not been contacted regarding the recent festival announcement. So on a video on Instagram, here's Billy claiming that the second Fyre Festival is indeed real.
First, Fyre 2 is real. Second, we have incredible partners leading the festival. This includes an incredible production team in Mexico who does not F around. There is no way they would ever take on a fake festival. 3, we have accommodations. Our accommodations include contracts with a number of villas, yachts, and hotels. This also includes 2 hotels who were contacted by the media and in response gave misleading statements saying they never heard of Fyre and they aren't working with us. After hearing this, I asked my team to terminate those contracts.
Okay. Anyway, apparently it's on. We don't know yet, but the dates, May 30th through June 2nd, $1 million.
Sounds like AI.
You're right. It does sound a little
The guy's
bit.
voice sounded like AI, like he put his voice in AI.
We're having a festival.
We're having a festival, guaranteed.
They don't
3
F around.
At the hotel.
Dude, we've been to... Here's the thing about that little... What's it called? Isla Mujeres?
Isla Mujeres.
Isle of the Sisters. It's very small. And it books... And it's very... It books out.
Yeah.
Like a year in advance. So if he's having a festival in 2 months and he hasn't made arrangements with hotels on that island, there's not going to be staying on yachts.
Well, I'll go.
So people are going to be accommodated on a yacht.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I wouldn't say accommodated.
The Rizz show is sending me down there, all expense paid.
That is so cool.
It just something smells fishy to me because you drove around that island on a golf cart.
Yeah,
it's not huge.
No.
So if they haven't basically blocked out every hotel on that island for a festival of this size, there's just no way.
Yeah, you go end to end in 30 minutes on a golf cart.
That's sweet. It's like Soulard.
Yeah.
Just
except
like
in
Soulard.
Mexico.
That's right. Guys, Meghan Trainor has a big announcement. Here it is.
I can't wait. Okay.
Hey everyone, it's Meghan Trainor, and I've got some big news to share. Yup, I got my boobs done. I got a breast lift and augmentation with Motiva implants. Finally! After having 2 kids, living a healthier lifestyle, and losing weight, I couldn't be happier with my decision.
Moon, if you would pull up a picture, let me see what's going on there.
I thought it was all about the bass.
It is all about the bass, but now it's all about these
No treble.
tatas.
Let me see what's going on with Meghan Trainor.
Congratulations to her. Sounds like it was an endorsement, too. So she
100%
probably didn't-
endorsement?
She did not pay for these jugs,
Let me
which is the
see.
best type of
Meghan
jugs to have.
Trainor.
Okay.
I don't know what she looks
Before
like.
and after. Yeah, you know what she looks like.
Meghan
She had the one single about
Meghan
not having
Trainor.
boobs.
Meghan Trainor.
She's a cutie.
Here we go.
Okay.
Which one is before?
I believe
This is a before, and this is after.
Okay. All right.
I applaud her for wearing a full up to her chin collarbone cardigan to show off her new breasts. She's like, here they are.
I mean, she went big. These look giant, right?
Yeah, she looks like a 34B, and then probably now she's in the C club. Good for
C
her.
club. Get out of
I
here.
don't know. I don't know how big boobs are. D.
Them's is D's for sure, if not double D's.
Okay.
All right. Well, congrats on your boobs.
Congratulations.
Chapel Roan's real name, Kaylee Rose Amstutz. And her stage name, I didn't know this, because I was like, Chapel Roan, it sounds like chaperone. Well, here's why she calls herself Chapel Roan. So her grandfather, whose name was Chapel, okay, so that's where that comes from. And then his favorite song is the old cowboy anthem, The Strawberry Roan. And so Chapel Roan is in honor of her grandfather.
Neat.
Friend of the show, a future friend of the show, Randy Travis, because we talk about him almost every week now.
Oh, yeah, he's friend of the show.
It was just announced that Randy Travis is getting his own movie. It's all about his life. Here he is talking about the great honor.
Okay.
I guess the moment for me that sealed it is we were going to have an interview, and he reached over, touched my hand, and squeezed my hand, and I went, thank God he's glad about this. It's obviously a huge feat, to get this right.
He does have huge feet.
That is
Clay
awesome.
Walker is going to play Randy in the biopic. So,
That's pretty cool. He was a 90s star.
Whoa.
Clay Walker.
so there you go.
I don't want to think about tomorrow. Remember that song?
Has Randy
That guy.
Travis had
But that
some-
guy has I thought he had bad MS or something like
I
that.
thought he had strokes. Like he's
Randy Travis had a stroke. Clay Walker had a degenerative disease. That's why he quit singing
didn't
so
know
early in
that.
his career.
Well, I'm glad he's
Unless
doing
it's a
this.
different Clay Walker.
So you
That's
can have a guy
interesting.
who's got MS play.
Yeah, he's got MS.
I think he
Who's
has
had
MS.
multiple strokes?
Yeah.
He made his debut in '93 with the single "What's It to You."
What's it to you?
Oh well, what's it to you? It's basically what I heard from
That don't
everybody
impress me
in
much.
Shelbina.
Yeah.
Anytime you
What's
brought
it
somebody,
to you?
well, what's it to you?
Guar now has its own coffee. The Berserker Mode Roast, which is a medium roast, will be available on March 10th in about 3 days. It's per Cotier Coffee Co. and Concept Cafes. So if you want to just, brew this roast and then I think you actually just have to throw it on your body, and that's
While
how it
hot.
absorbed. Yes, it's the Guar way.
Guar coffee.
Rest in peace to Brian James, who was the founding member of the punk band The Damned. He died peacefully yesterday with his family by his side at 70 years old. I didn't know this. So The Damned were the first punk band from the United Kingdom to release a single, New Rose, from 1976, release a studio album, Damn, 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 from 1977, and then tour the United States.
Huh.
Yeah,
So-
that's the best record name ever.
Damn, damn, damn.
Damn, damn, damn.
From the Damned.
From The Damned. TV news, Walter Goggins got bit by a snake
It's
while...
Walton.
Excuse me.
Don't call him.
Walton
Don't call me Walter. What's it to
Goggins.
you?
I'm so sorry. Walton Goggins, which is an adorable name, got bit by a snake while filming White Lotus, and he is terrified of snakes. So he goes, I don't just have a phobia. It's like a missing link when it comes to snakes. There's something genetically wrong with me when it comes to snakes, he told Jimmy Kimmel. And so during last week's episode, Rick, who's played by Goggins, gets high and starts opening cages trying to free snakes at this snake farm.
It's amazing. It's an amazing scene. He's running with them and setting them all loose.
Yeah. Well, he got bit by one during that scene, and his girlfriend in the scene, who's played by Amy Lou Wood, is then rushed off to the hospital. But in real life, the opposite happened. So
Wow.
he
He
had to
got
be
rushed
rushed to the
Crazy.
hospital.
Big fan. Righteous Gemstones starts this weekend.
I believe so, yeah.
Was it worth
Sunday.
keeping with? Because
Oh, yeah.
Gemstones?
It
Yes.
got-
Oh, dude.
It's so good.
I love
lost
that
it
show.
for me.
That crew it's just such a great
Honestly,
performers
love it.
all the way.
You know what we started last night again is Eastbound and Down again. Just
We did too.
rewatch
Yeah.
it last night.
2 nights ago, my son and I started doing. I was like, "You got to watch
Great
the
show.
show."
It's so good.
It's
Kenny
I think I
Powers.
may
shows.
give that a rewatch.
Oh, it's so damn
I
ridiculous.
don't think I appreciated it when it was on.
Right.
Yeah, it's a background. It'll go in my background every once in a while where I just need something goofy in the background.
There's another show with that whole crew is Vice Principals, which is also very good.
And that's where the sister in Gemstones got her start.
Goggins is in that too, right?
funny.
Yeah, Goggins is in that. It's basically the same
Billy
crew.
Bobby.
It's just
Get outta here.
phenomenal.
It's the same crew.
It's all
Very funny.
McBride's creations, man.
I love him
Dude,
so much.
Walton Goggins is having his time.
He is. He's
He's
a
in
cool guy. If you want to do a deep dive with him, Armchair Expert with Dak Shepard interviewed him a couple weeks ago, and he's just a good, wholesome dude. Like,
Oh yeah,
weird guy,
yeah. I
but
think he's
wholesome.
kind of a weirdo in like an artist way.
Yeah,
That's what I heard. He's kind of a weird guy.
Well, I've been following him on socials for a while, and I'm vibing with this guy, but he's out there.
You know what? I can't stop and think.
Walton.
I always go back to House of a Thousand Corpses because he's in those Rob Zombie movies. He plays a cop.
Yeah,
And
he's in The
really-
Wire too, right?
I think you're
He's
right.
got a
other
very
guy in The Wire?
unique. He's got a very unique look.
Yeah, he
Big
looks like a
Break
mannequin.
was Justified.
Oh, is that what
He
I'm
was
thinking of?
the bad guy. He was Timothy Oliphant's nemesis in the show Justified.
There you go.
And he was very good in it.
And that was the one
It's
where
also
he was,
John Bronco, which I don't know. We've talked about that on here before. You've ever seen the fake documentary
the short.
they made?
But yeah, the Justified one, he was supposed to be in that one episode, and he ended up crushing it so much. The writers like, we got to put him in everything, and he ended up being in all those seasons.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, good for him. He's always so tan too.
Walton Goggins.
Hot Ones is turning 10 years old this month, and Sean Evans has had 360 shows, eaten around 3,000 wings.
This guy.
Variety asked Evans if
bless
he
him.
truly eats all of the wings, featuring the hottest sauces on earth, and he says, yeah, I think it's important for the integrity of the show. He says, I think it needs to be kind of a shared experience. Otherwise, the show would just be like a swinging light interrogation where I'm barking questions at somebody. And so, no, there is no spit bucket on the Hot Ones set.
The concept of having A-list celebrities just eat hot wings and they get progressively hotter as the show goes on. What a simple, dumb concept.
Yep.
But he gets all the big stars.
I know.
All the A-listers. That is now a stop on the promo circuit.
Absolutely it is.
And a big one.
And it's interesting to watch.
Huge.
He just had Bill Murray on there. Bill Murray.
Yeah, and who else?
Pete Davidson.
And Pete Davidson.
It's a weird world because I was talking to some comics at the Netflix Fest, and I was like, we live in a world now that if you were a comedian and they said, tomorrow you can either do The Tonight Show or you could be on Hot Ones, which one would you choose? And it was unanimously Hot Ones.
Has to
that
be.
it would do more for your career than appearing on The Tonight Show, which used to be a career
The breaker.
maker. It's just like the world's changed so much, and what are the most influential things in our society. It's crazy.
It is nuts. Speaking of comedy, Mark Maron is filming a new stand-up special for HBO in May that will be filmed in New York and released later this year. His last special was From Bleak to Dark, which aired in 2023, and so I look forward to that. Rest in peace. This is really sad. So the ex-wife of David Hasselhoff is a woman named Pamela Bach. Really gorgeous, blonde. She committed suicide. She died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head this week. She was 61 years old. Pamela and David have 2 adult daughters and 1 granddaughter together. And so she was found dead in her L.A. home on Wednesday. The family reported they had not heard from her, went to check on her, and then obviously she was found dead. And so in a statement, the rep for David Hasselhoff says, our family is deeply saddened by the recent passing of Pamela Hasselhoff, and we're grateful for the outpouring of love and support during this difficult time, and we kindly request privacy as we grieve.
Oh, it's very sad.
It is sad.
Hey, can you pull up a picture of Walton Goggins on Sons of Anarchy? Somebody said he played a transvestite.
Oh, that's right,
awesome.
dude.
And I watched that, and I watched that show, and I can't picture.
You can't? Okay. There is, I think it's that show, right? Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, he was. You don't remember this? Once you see him, you're going to go, oh my gosh, I forgot.
Okay,
That is
I can't
him.
wait. I can't wait.
He's amazing in it, too. You don't remember this character?
I didn't realize that was him.
He's a trans woman?
Yeah, and there's a lot to that character, if I remember right.
Right. Okay. Okay.
He actually is a beautiful woman. I mean,
yeah, like it's a
His
big
pecs
deal.
are nice.
In this show. Like, he's wildly good.
he is wildly good.
I don't know about a beautiful woman, but he played that role.
I mean, look at the boobs. Exceptional boobs.
I think it's real boobs.
Maybe I'm attracted to Walton Goggins, and then I don't care what
Those are his
gender you are.
Goggins.
Sometimes
Maybe
that.
that's what it is.
Some big old Goggins he had there.
Massive
Look at the
Goggins.
Goggins on them.
Moving into movie news in theaters this weekend, Mickey 17 with Robert Pattinson and Toni Collette is in theaters. 81% on the tomato meter, 83% on the popcorn meter.
Is that a okay? So it's what rated? It's rated what? Do we know?
I don't have that in front of me.
It looks terrific.
It does. It's so Mickey 17, known as an expendable, goes on to dangerous journeys to colonize an ice planet. So they keep killing Robert Pattinson in different
but
ways.
he remembers though. He has some memory of his last clone.
Yes.
That's cool.
Also, Night at the Zoocalypse, which is animated with David Harbour in it. 100% on tomato meter, no popcorn meter yet. In the Lost Lands with Dave Bautista and Mila Jovovich is not getting very good ratings, 17%. So there you go. Are the Oscars ageist? This is the new thing. You know, it was too white a couple years ago. Now people are complaining that the Oscars are too ageist, and they're really focusing on the Best Actor award, or actor and actress. So the Best Actor this year was 51-year-old Adrian Brody. The Best Actress was 25-year-old Mikey Madison. And they're saying that often enough, older men will win the actor Best Oscar award. Okay. And older women will not. So, for instance, Brody won the Oscar once before for The Pianist. He was 29 at the time. And to this day, he's the only person under 30 to win for Best Actor. That honor has been won 31 times by men in their 30s, 35 times with men in their 40s, 15 times by men in their 50s. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the youngest Best Actress award was 21-year-old Marlee Matlin for The Children of a Lesser God, and she's among 33 women who have won for Best Actress in their 20s. So more women in their 20s are winning for Best Actress than men are winning for Best Actor. Like, it's
well, it looks like older women need to step it up.
Yes, older women need to step it up. Only 3 women in their 50s have won for Best Actress, then 9 women in their 60s, and only 1 woman has won Best Actress in her 70s. Of course, it was Jessica Tandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Demi Moore was nominated.
Typically, it's because the roles aren't there, right? Like, we're
it's a Hollywood problem.
For sure.
I think,
it's
for
systemic.
Huh.
Like, these guys
women
never
are not
let
getting
loose. The Tom Cruises and the Brad Pitts and Adrian Brody's like.
But it's
men tend to get like leading role, like so they never turn loose of those roles. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
They keep getting cast as the leading man and everything.
But it
doesn't happen with women as much. They age out.
Right.
That's a systemic Hollywood problem. But sometimes they make. I saw a thing last night and I was like, gosh, man, not everything has to be. They were like, I saw a lady on TikTok just like roasting Kieran Culkin, saying he like humiliated his wife. And he was a terrible person, and he was abusive, and I'm just like, dude, for his speech.
Because he said that
because he was like joking around about like he said, if I won an Oscar, we could have another baby, and he's like putting her on the spot and humiliating her. Oh God, and I'm just like, man,
we don't know their relationship. That's probably how they are.
Exactly. And if you look at their Instagram, you can see that is their relationship.
Yeah.
They're and he also was very loving towards her, in my opinion. But I was like, sometimes I think we over dissect these things.
And finally, here are the top 10 country songs, according to The Boot, that are the best of the last 10 years. Number 10, Jelly Roll and Lainey Wilson, Save Me.
Okay.
Wilson. Number 9, Till You Can't by Cody Johnson.
Uh-huh.
Number 8, Something in the Orange by Zach Bryan. Number 7, Girl Going Nowhere by Ashley McBride. Number 6, Next Thing You Know by Jordan Davis. Number 5, Walker Hayes with Fancy Like. Number 4, Humble and Kind by Tim McGraw. And can you even name one of the top 3 best country songs in the last 10 years?
Best country song in the last 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Old Town Road.
No.
The good guess.
That is a good guess.
Yep. Beyonce.
That's not 10 years.
These are all men.
The Red
Border.
Solo Cup.
I think that's older than 10 years.
The Border, Willie.
No. It's hard. This
Bad Luck from Zach Top.
No. Thomas Rhett, Die a Happy Man is number 3.
Friends in Low Places.
Sam Hunt,
Real guess is only now.
Body like a
You're
back road. And then number one, and this is good because this is in my playlist and I do love this song. Chris Stapleton's
Tennessee Whiskey.
Tennessee Whiskey.
Body like a back road. That sounds like an insult.
Yes, it does.
Is that an insult?
You got a body like a back road. I don't want to tell people.
It's full of mud and
I'm driving.
potholes.
Yeah, windy and gravelly and holes and.
It's dirty on the back
I think I
road.
saw a dead possum over there.
And a body over
Yeah, his
here.
back road's got roadkill all over the place.
Apparently, we're out of good ideas.
Your skin feels like gravel.
Is that supposed to be like a nice, like you got a body like a back road? Is that supposed to be
Dude, I don't know what the hell
I
this
guess
is.
it's a place
okay?
you want to go or
Curvy.
I don't speak Sam Hunt. I don't know what this is. And that's your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. My son, my favorite natural born son, is 15. Amanda Gorman from the National Youth Poet Laureate is 27. Brandon Jackson, Al Pacino in Tropic Thunder, also in the Percy Jackson movies, is 41. Laura Prepon from Orange is the New Black and that 70s show is 45. Jenna Fisher, St. Louis's own. Pam from The Office is 51. Peter Sarsgaard is 54. Rachel Weisz and my dad's crush, I believe, is 55. Wanda Sykes is 61. E.L. James is 62. Taylor Dane is 63. Bryan Cranston is 69. Lynn Swann, NFL Hall of Famer, who won 4 Super Bowls with the Steelers, 75, 76, 79, and 80. Also the MVP of Super Bowl 10 in 1976 is 73. And Peter Wolf, the lead singer of the Jay Giles Band, is 79 years
He's
old.
still alive? I thought he died.
It says 79.
Oh, your body like a back road is supposed to be it's curvy,
Sure.
Okay.
not gravelly.
We're going deep in the pools.
Not unpaved.
Cool.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Danny Woodward. And today's birthday girl has been in 271 fine films, including Ass-tastic 6, Big Sausage Pizza 3, Dirty Little Trash Talkers, I Love 'Em Natural 5, Maximum Thrust 2, The Notorious SLUT, Surrender the Booty 3, and who can forget her role in 2010's and Learn's favorite,
Yes.
Put Out or Get Out.
That's all I say all the time.
Danny Woodward is 41 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. I believe our guest, Mr. Michael Winslow, the man of 1,000 sound effects, actually 10,000 sound effects, and he will go through all 10,000 next.
Yes.
It's a straight up 8 o'clock. It's Friday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have delays, 270 eastbound between Doherty Ferry and it looks like 64. Average speed about 30 miles an hour. Your point forecast, slight chance for rain, high of 67. Right now it is 43 at the Point Studio.
All right, Chesterfield Fence and Deck's been around for 57 years. 57 years for a reason. They do great work. A company's not going to be around that long if they put garbage out there. So Chesterfield Fence and Deck is one of St. Louis's top names in home improvement. They do your fences, your decks, your sunrooms, your screen rooms, your patios, retaining walls, and windows. They're a company you could trust with your biggest investment in your home, the safety of your family. Locally owned and operated, they use their own trained installation crews. They use their own trucks. They use their own tools. They operate at their own warehouse. In fact, visit the warehouse, visit the showroom, see some of the great new displays of the decks and fences and stuff like that. Beautiful displays. You need a fence, wood fence, a vinyl fence, aluminum, maybe even steel and chain link. How about those decks? They're bread and butter. the natural cedar decks or the Vecca decking, the strongest deck in the market, and a color to match your house. All the products are guaranteed by a 5-year labor warranty. And if you mention the Rizz Show this month, you'll get 20% off your next installed outdoor project. It's Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at chesterfieldfence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
Well, here we are backstage at Point Fest with Greek Fyre.
Hey,
gentlemen.
Hi, Donnie.
So guys, how'd it go today?
Well, you know, it went excellently.
Yeah, man.
You know why? Because so we had, just to fill anybody in, we had a bunch of technical difficulties, and it really wasn't anyone's fault, but a whole bunch of stuff was going wrong. But I tell you what, man, the St. Louis crews worked so hard. Everybody is friendly here. Thank goodness for Midwestern hospitality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody did such a great job fixing it. We got it on. And honestly, it was a blessing in disguise because it gave a few more minutes for these seats to fill up. And boy, St. Louis was ready, man. Like it was such a good crowd. And opening the main stage can be very difficult.
Yeah, man, that's tough. That's a gig that some people don't necessarily want.
Yeah, me neither. And but you know, I do my part.
Yeah.
And we were like excited for the challenge because opening the main stage, you know, a lot of people, even when they're like ready for a show, you got to pace yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
5 o'clock's a little early to be, you know, going wild.
Yeah.
But dude, I thought they brought it, honestly. And it was a blessing in disguise that there was a little trouble. We started a little late, cut one song, that was it, and had an excellent time. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it felt great to me once we got going.
But as you guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, but being in bands and going through the, you know, the come up, as it were, you have to kind of learn how to deal with freaking crazy crap going on probably fairly often, right?
Keep your head on the swivel. So,
which would be a tough thing to do because I'd get pissy and want to walk out the door. Just for me personally, that's how it would go down.
I think you handle it the best.
Yeah, best thing to do that I've learned is just step back and focus on playing, keeping everything together in your own head, and then you can get to that point eventually where you get a little looser, but sometimes it can be pretty tough to center yourself when you're on a weird stage with no sound and whatever happens.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This ain't our first barbecue. This ain't our first rodeo, and we've had many of mishaps happen and that kind of stuff. And honestly, for a band like ours, for the most part, that kind of becomes some of the fun of it. It kind of takes out some of the monotony, especially if you're on tour. It gets a little Groundhog Day if the crowds are sort of similar. Obviously, hometown here, we want to do our absolute best and give it our all and go home with broken bones and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to learn to roll with the punches. If you don't, if a band doesn't roll with the punches, you know that they probably don't deserve to be where they are because they got there a little too fast.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely so. Musically, what's going on with you guys? What's down the pipeline is what I would like to know.
New 2SG's coming up.
Say it again?
We got some new 2SG coming.
I have heard that rumor. Hey, listen, it's all right to cross-promote. Whatever we got to do, man. Whatever we got to do.
We're going to be opening for the 2SG really soon. And, I mean, he's been busy with Cabo stuff. He's been busy with 2SG. We've been busy with Greek Fyre stuff. We just did a new video for one of our favorite songs that we've ever self-produced and written. It's called Coming Alive. That video is live. So that'll be working itself into more sets. We have music that is done, that is either mixed or ready to get mixed. So we're kind of pacing ourselves and making sure we do it right, and we're not just putting music out to put out music. We want the support of stations and fans, and when it's like go time, we are ready for go time.
Right.
We are ready. We just
waiting for the right time.
Waiting for a few more pieces to be set.
Hey, real quick, I want to ask this. This came to my mind as we were talking. Is there more pressure when you're playing at home? And I don't want to say less fun, because I know it's fun. I don't mean it that way. But are you a little more like sort of locked in when it's at home, or is it more freewheeling, or how is that?
That has changed over the years. For me, it used to be like way more fun back in the day, but also so much.
Buy a home. Good for you. Stop renting. Build some equity. So what do you do first? You're thinking, I got to call the realtor. Well, nothing against realtors, because they'll show you how many bathrooms there are and what the backyard looks like. But you need to call Kevin Putney first at the 123 Mortgage Team, because he's going to work the mortgage out, the loan out. He's going to get you qualified. He's going to get you approved. So this way, when you do call the realtor and you do find your dream home, you're going to be ready to rock and roll with that offer. There's going to be multiple offers on that dream home. You're going to be ready to go. And he makes the whole process simple and painless. He's local. We bought our last house through him. We refinanced twice. You can work with the out-of-town bank. That's not a good idea. Kevin's great. So if you're looking to refinance, if you're looking to buy a new home, if you're looking to get some equity out of the house, access your home's equity for maybe a renovation, he'll get you the money within 5 days. 314-862-0123, 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, Equalizing Opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123. The Rizzuto Show. All right, welcome back to the program. Hey, joining us in studio, we got a couple guests. The man of 10,000 sound effects, Mr. Michael Winslow. He joins us. Good morning, Michael.
Morning.
Oh, there we go. I forgot to turn his mic on.
See, that's my fake on switch.
That's awesome.
And
everybody has one.
Michael's buddy Morgan is to my right.
Good to be here. This is a radio station that employs some people. There's like 90 people on this crew. It's amazing.
Excellent.
That's nice to see, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Very rare.
Yeah, it is. We were just talking about how the major market radios where it's at still.
Yeah.
But
sweet.
Outside of here, well, I'm just saying, I think we figured it out. It's like the sound of the city, right?
Yeah.
Everybody just wants that vintage
Well,
vibe.
we work for a company that actually cares about local radio.
Right. I love it because I haven't been in some of these studios for a while, and you're just like, oh, it's like the old days. This is amazing.
Well, there were some big layoffs at one of the other radio companies yesterday.
I was telling Michael we
horrible.
should just roll into these major markets, get a morning show, take
Do
number
it.
one.
You wanna
and
get
then
up early?
quit, go to the next town.
You know what time I get up?
No.
2:30.
No, we don't want to do that.
Breakfast at
We're doing
2:30.
it anyway.
2:30.
We do it anyway. But yeah, I completely agree.
Nobody wants to get up at 2:30.
No.
Stop it!
We did,
Did I break this thing? It's fine.
It's fine.
I did break it.
Hey, Michael, when people see you out and about, are they what's the most requested thing they have you do?
Well, the strange thing is people actually walk up to me and make noises now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, you're that fellow that goes, that was you, right? That's you, hit it. Oh, I know you. You're the guy. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I like that.
I would say let's leave it to the professionals.
But that's okay. Some noises are good.
Oh, yeah.
They get really good at stuff. Their own dog bites them because he didn't know he said something.
You are in, one of my favorite movies of all time, and that's Spaceballs. One of my favorite scenes. One of my favorite scenes from one of my favorite movies, and I'd like to play that scene for you if that's okay. And I want you.
Go ahead. This is wonderful because sometimes I forget about half the stuff that I end up doing because you do so much. It ends up coming into one large part.
I know.
And when pieces of it come back, it's just memory.
I want to watch you as I play this to see if you go back to when this was being filmed. Here we go.
Radar about to be jammed.
I was wondering if you were going to bleep that.
I did.
Sir,
What is it?
can I talk to someone, please, sir?
Well,
I'm trying to hear, sir.
you don't need that private. We're right here. Now, what is it?
I'm trying to hear, sir.
Now, what is it? I'm having trouble with the radar, sir.
What's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what? The what? And the what?
You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
That was the hardest.
Not all he's lost. Sir, the radar, sir. It appears to be jammed.
Jammed. Raspberry. There's only one man who would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star.
Oh my God, there it is.
And then the camera hits him.
And then the camera hits him.
And the camera hits him and knocks him over. That's the fourth wall. Just knocks him over. And he's looking at Colonel Sanders going, oops.
Now, this was after the Police Academy movies, right?
Yeah, just after the release of the Police Academy movies.
Okay.
A few months after. And suddenly, Mel Brooks is calling saying, we want you for one day on the set. And one day turned into almost 3 weeks. Wow. He kept everybody. No, he kept everybody together because he kept coming up with things.
Oh, really? So were you in more than one scene that was cut out?
Oh, yes. There's some things on the cutting room floor. I wish you could see, but it was just wrong. But that one scene
That
is
were
going to
just
take
wrong.
might be mild now.
Oh, really?
But it was wild then. Yeah, almost 3 weeks because ideas kept happening. And the studio kept telling him that he was a day or two behind. So he would just take a page and just, all right, fine. We're on schedule now.
Oh, so we just rip out?
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
You know, that scene was improv too. They only did that once, so we made it up.
Oh, that was improv?
And Rick Moranis turning the microphone off and throwing it away. He just said, "Well, you just keep doing it, and I'll just grab the microphone and just throw it away. I'll tear it off and I'll throw it away."
What was in the script for that?
No, we threw that away.
So it was no. So
it was supposed to start out a certain way, but he said, "Well, let's just make it up."
Dude, that's amazing.
What was it supposed to be? It was supposed to be a transition. Obviously, the radar gets jammed.
The radar gets jammed. He said, well, how about you start with the thing going wrong?
And we'll just see where it goes. Yeah.
That's what you call the ghost foam. And then expletive deleted. See, I got snary, so I'm good. That's my hood.
Can you tell us what did not make the movie?
Oh, there was a scene when he says, "Smoke him if you got him." We all pull out cigarettes. Everybody's smoking.
Everybody's smoking.
Hey, babe, you don't smoke. Why are you smoking? Man, if helmet says smoke, then my is smoking. No, cutting room floor.
And I know there's going to be
a bunch of
Spaceballs
stuff.
too.
It's just loved it.
You heard about the Spaceballs 2 happening?
We have. I'm aware of it.
Have you been called?
No, I haven't heard from anyone. I was thinking about going up and saying hello to Josh at one of the sci-fi conventions.
That's right, Josh Gad.
Because we were in where was it? New Hampshire, and they were having a sci-fi. I thought about going up there, but you know what? I'm going to wait and see how things develop because I've already had the honor of being in the first Spaceballs.
But you should be in the second one, too.
If it works out, I'm very happy. And I want it to happen because Mel's now 98.
I want to see your character get promoted.
Gets in there. I want this done, whether I'm in it or not.
That's right, Rafe. Yeah. I want to see your character
Me too.
promoted.
I want him to be in the upper echelon of command.
We'll see. We'll see. We have to be patient with these things. It'll happen. But remember, they have a few things to sort out, like as to what and how. And there has to be, Mel is not going to half write a script.
Right.
Even at 98.
98 years old.
Isn't that wild?
That's why they're really going to see this through now.
Morgan, are you on the road at Michael?
Yeah, we're out most of the time.
And what's it
all the time?
I mean, when Michael walks into a room, I mean, people light up. Am I right?
Yeah, it's crazy because I don't know, if you look on the internet and you see people's comment section on videos, there's always negativity. It's very weird to see any of that in any of Michael's. It's like weirdly just gone. Everybody loves Michael. And it's kind of crazy because people will recognize him in random places and just be super confused. And then,
well, for me, like the Police Academy movies, like my parents.
It's childhood.
Yeah.
So I'm 47 years old, okay? So Police Academy movies were more my parents' style, but you right into the Spaceball thing, which was my style.
Yeah.
So it's been a wild ride, I have to say. It's been a wonderful ride, actually. Having you, from the generation that you watch, and I'm somewhere in the neighborhood with Back to the Future and everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm in the crowd with some great movies that were made for that time, and I was glad to be there. And now a renaissance of sorts has occurred. So I'm going to take this voice and we're going to use it. We're going to do live noises. We're going to make noises, and I'm going to teach people how to do that stuff.
Oh yes.
And we focus heavily on music because most of the stuff he does, like that's really iconic, is the Hendrix, the Zeppelin, and it's like people don't realize how much music. It's Cheech and Chong was all music stuff, pretty heavily, but these bands constantly. He just did a project with Run the Jewels. We just redid Howard Stern's intro music.
No way.
Great American Nightmare.
Yeah.
Michael did all of every single noise. If you were to listen to it, it's incredible.
If you want to listen to it, you can find it. I did American Nightmare just as a 30-track.
Is it? It's out there now.
I've got it. I'll let you listen to it. You probably can't put it on the air because it's got some language. But,
Oh yeah.
But it's
but you can bleep it and play it later.
You can have some fun with this.
Somebody said, "Hey, have Michael do the Led Zeppelin stuff."
He does that at night at the show.
Oh, if you want to see Michael Winslow do it,
come see it live. Just type in
Funny Bone St. Charles.
Funny Bone has dial-up.
Yeah, it's St. Charles. It's fine.
It's St. Charles. They just got the internet out
For
there.
those who wonder what that was, look it up.
That was a dial-up internet.
29.9, baby.
Michael, I had a question. I was thinking about you this morning as I was getting ready for work, and I knew you were coming in. And have you ever, and I love hearing Morgan say that it's mainly positive on your socials and stuff. Has anybody ever approached you and had a phobia of you because of all of the sounds that you can make? Or been like afraid, like how can a man be making so many of these sounds that sound like technology and like electricity?
Are you a computer?
Yeah, like.
Well, it's mostly like they're drawn to him. It's weird because I'll be walking with he's in his world, right?
Right.
So we all do this when we're spraying something when we're by ourselves. We'll go psh, psh, or whatever, showing somebody. But
That's a noise.
He'll be talking to animals, and I'm like, this dude is like literally these birds will come up as he's doing, and I'm like, okay, he's doing more than just. He's like talking to animals, Dr. Doolittle style, and dogs will come
crows
up.
and ravens have a whole different language. It's a whole different thing, and you could also, this was in Denmark. I accidentally got some lions pretty upset.
By doing what?
You're roaring at them?
Well, see, lions are lions. Tigers don't hang with them, right? Not normally. Well, we were out there, and I decided, let me see what happens if because I've done this for a scientist. She wanted to see if a human voice could do a tiger's voice or other animals. So I got a 93 on that test. But we were in Denmark, and we were at the animal exhibit, and I just said to the tiger, to the lion gen, and that pretty much made him pretty angry.
Wow.
They all came out.
So that's close enough to an actual tiger.
So anybody in the car that got your dog in your car with you, I got a message for you. Your dog will know what that means.
Okay.
And keep your eyes on the road, fool.
It was an inside job.
And keep your eyes on the road, fool. You little expletive. Deleted.
Oh, it's so cool.
There we go. All right.
I love it.
That's phenomenal.
So and everybody can do this, and I really encourage folks. You have this skill. Every single one of you has this skill that you can play with. Have fun with this, just not in front of the dog.
Well, okay, so what if people
cat will scratch you, dog won't care because you got snacks.
If you were to give a lesson, to all of St. Louis, because everybody's listening right now, what's the one thing? What's the one sound effect we could all do? What could we do to practice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with I don't want to get in trouble with the FTC over this one. But there's a little noise that everybody hears every day. Now in England, like at the Tesco store, it's, but here it's, and I don't recommend you go to the dollar store to the self checkout and go.
Oh, because it's a scanner.
I don't know what that is. I'm just saying, be careful with that noise. When
Just saying, you
gotta
might not have to pay for things, you know.
You got to be careful where you play.
Oh my gosh!
You got to be careful.
I'm talking about self checkout going.
Free.
I can't do it.
$500 discount. Flat screen TV from Samsung.
Let me try
Free.
to do it. No?
No.
Well, let's give something else. Let's give
Patricia's.
All right, I'll tell you. I've been playing with this one, but I've been doing this a lot, so maybe folks can play with this. You know, when you have a really good microphone or just a cheap microphone for your iPhone, me phone, it phone, butt phone, whatever you got, play with this noise. It's called the outside noise. By the way, that's 3 noises right there.
Okay.
That's why we're outside. Because I know you did. I know you did. And your dog drinks beer, too. I know you did. Last time I came to his house, man, he had a dog going, hey, man, you all right? Are you okay?
You shouldn't have given him beer, man. You okay, man? It's a hell of a dog you got, man.
There we go.
Oh my God, you're incredible. How do you? Are your lungs like bigger than all of ours? Like, where does this come from?
That's not my dog.
Oh my gosh, it's like one breath.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
What's the one sound
It's
effect?
just like in Texas. One breath, one dog, one ranger.
What's the sound effect that gets the biggest reaction when you do it live?
Guitar.
It
Yeah,
varies.
it's the guitar.
Guitar stuff. Yes, definitely. But that's why I decided let's just use that as one of the pieces of a great show.
Yeah, you go all in, man. I've seen the show. I got to open for you years ago at the Wildie, and it was awesome. And I'm assuming
we changed some things around.
Yeah. But I'm still saying, I mean, like there's production to it. It's very, very cool. It's cool to watch, man. Cool to see like get into the different characters, like when you do
Hendrix.
Yeah, when he comes out as different.
Hendrix is one of your classic.
Yeah, Jimmy is one. Bits. And the Led Zeppelin thing I did, we were in Oslo. We were in Norway for that one. I didn't speak Norwegian, but luckily, Rock speaks all kinds of languages.
That's right. Everybody speaks Zeppelin.
And the gentleman on the guitar next to me, his name was Odd Nordskog. He was the band director for the actual show itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you get with maybe, if possible, a 3-minute rehearsal. That's what you get. That's
just killed it.
Yeah,
it's killed.
I'd love to go back again and maybe readdress the whole thing with some enhancements. And I heard that Jimmy Page did see that.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's cool.
So I'm very, very pleased about that, which is why we decided to span out. So I started giving people noises, like John Anderson from Yes. I gave him some noises to use. And the song is called Makes Me Happy.
And he used them on the recording?
The alternative version.
Yeah, he's in.
So if you want to see the video, it's called The Makes Me Happy, the alternative version, John Anderson, or just the regular Makes Me Happy. And it's a beatbox track.
Well, suddenly we're doing all these collabs with all these musicians all over the place. Snoop is coming up.
That's
like
wild.
a Raising Cane's commercial with him, and then
we did a Raising Cane's commercial.
I love Cane's. That's great.
That's rad.
That was fun. That was fun.
So your dad is from East St. Louis?
Yeah, he grew up East St. Louis, and my grandfather is East St. Louis.
So we could claim you kind of as our own.
You know what? America claims me, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, your dad was in the service?
He was a Tuskegee Airman.
Oh wow! So did you moved around a lot?
Yes, we did. I'm nodding my head right now.
Yes, you
we
did.
And then it was the Army Air Corps, and when it became the Air Force, I showed up. But by then he'd been all over the world. There were 6 boys. So I don't know how Mom did it, but she kept us in line.
So
I'm still in line.
When you started doing these sound effects, how old were you?
Always.
Always.
And, you know, when you live next to an active air base, you learn things. You learn how 2 a.m. at a certain time, you're not supposed to hear.
What the heck?
You know something's up.
Man. That was the most remarkable.
Is that the KC one? Yeah, oh, okay.
Wow.
You are pure
smokes,
magic.
dude.
I am just enamored right now. I can't deal.
And I
And don't forget the prairie dogs that live just below. They're going, that sucks.
Well, I got to ask, like, because you have such a skill set that is so different and so rare,
unique,
and so with such scope, when you're doing, because I know the last 20, 30 years you've done a ton of cartoons and shorts and different things like that. When people hire you and bring you in, are you getting a lot more freedom to do sort of experimental things and improv than most people that are coming in to do voice acting or acting in general?
It depends. Like when I used to do the Astromites for Hanna-Barbera, it was very specific, but with room for there was room for improvement because they had to figure out what Astromites sounded like at first. Then we figure out whether the two of them are going to argue with each other because they had a drawn picture already, and I was supposed to have these two figure out a way to keep fighting with each other as they're flying their ship or whatever it is. There's some parameters. Hanna-Barbera had parameters. Back to the Future, Part 3, on the other hand, was a different point altogether because they were in a hurry. They had to get it done because the ending scene with the 100 and something piece orchestra took too long.
Right.
So they only had a certain amount of time. They did not have time to set up a Foley stage. And Foley stage is where you have a bed of like sand and boots and women's shoes and
it's where they make the sound effects for movies. Yes.
So they said, well, we don't have a lot of time. We have 118 digital tracks. So what can you do with Michael J. Fox's feet?
Oh, so they made you do it.
The bar scene when they're going, what's your name, boy? Clint Eastwood. What kind of stupid name is that? Damn.
And they
so I had to do his feet. I had to do his feet. And as Morgan tells everybody, when Michael did this, he was doing the whole. He was being Michael Jackson. He was doing his thing because he was shooting at his feet, so he had no choice but to dance in his Reeboks. I think pump shoes, right? Reeboks. So he did the whole foot scene, but he was beatboxing Billie Jean in his mouth.
Right.
Studio didn't like that. Took it out.
Oh, you had to pay for it.
It's okay. I fixed it.
So you
No
did.
way. You did the Foley? I mean, essentially
with your mouth.
I did his feet, but I
with his mouth.
But we were able to sneak Billie Jean. We were able to
When he beatboxed Billie Jean back
we were able
in.
to sneak it back.
Wow.
Wow.
And if you look at it with there was a little Michael Jackson in there, so we snuck it back in.
No
That is
way.
cool.
It's amazing.
For fun. Just you know, and it's okay. Nobody noticed. Nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Michael's feet may have gotten hurt, but he's okay. We just saw him at that sci-fi convention. He's doing all right.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, recently, he played the guitar with Coldplay.
Yeah, I saw that.
So he's doing good.
Do you ever use your sound effects just to mess around with people in real life? I'm
Not
assuming.
anymore.
Not anymore?
No, some stuff you can't do anymore.
I'm talking like
no more talking food in the restaurants.
Well, yeah, like it's the Wayne's World scene with the
Can't anymore.
Stan Mikidis' donuts. Whenever, like, have you ever been to a drive-through and
Right,
you're
that's what
acting
I'm saying.
like
In
it's
a
broken?
drive-through and act like it's broken.
Yeah. See that stuff. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Oh,
Too
come
bad.
on, you can. Out of
Too
anyone,
digital.
you can do it.
Back
Yeah.
back in the day when we had to be able to use the yellow pages, you could call people.
Yes.
And you could just. And you wouldn't get in trouble. Now you will. Can't do that anymore. No more talking food in the restaurants, and there's a bunch of other stuff you can't do. Like no more because of the sound systems people have with subwoofers. No more doggy noises in people's sound systems.
Yeah.
Because the dog and the two dogs in the truck that are next to you, one dog will jump from one truck into the other truck and you made my dog. Oh yeah. No, we don't want that.
Welcome to St. Louis.
You just can't do that anymore. Not even near Buc-ee's.
Have you ever gotten a weird request for a sound effect?
Love me some Buc-ee's.
We don't have a Buc-ee's here.
Wally's.
We have a Wally's.
I'll tell you what you got. You got a sign that says, Buc-ee's, 599 miles.
That's it.
Come there tonight.
That's it. Have you ever gotten a weird request?
Brisket. 24-hour cooking brisket.
What's Buc-ee's Nuggets? That's a big thing there, right?
Is that, like the dollars that you earn, the points?
No, they're the things you eat.
Gummy bear walls 12 feet tall. I heard you, man. Would you go away? This is Love's territory. Go away, yo.
This is Love's territory.
All right, well, listen, see Michael Winslow tonight and this weekend.
And Morgan Preston tonight.
And Morgan.
I'll be there. Running sound
and Michael Winslow.
doing comedy.
This whole weekend at the Funny Bone in St. Charles. What else you got going on?
Sunday, we're going to let anybody come. If they can come tonight, if you got a guitar, plug it in, play with us.
Oh, yeah. Explain what that is.
We're going to do a noise jam. So you guys can, people can come in and jam with us if they want to.
Keyboards,
with some
drums, whatever.
That's sweet.
We're gonna do a jam. So it's just have some fun, make some noises, and just enjoy the atmosphere of the great club.
We got guitars. We got a lap steel, whatever you can play. If you can play any of those, come on out.
What kind of music are we talking? Just
anything. We do country.
We're free form.
Reggae. We do.
Yeah, we'll do some reggae too.
Boom bap. Michael does Not Like Us.
That's sweet.
We'll do some. We'll sneak some stuff in.
Well, that's amazing. What a cool show.
That is something unique to do.
And if anybody's got any mustard, you can bring that.
Bring some
mustard.
But I got water.
Somebody's saying they're on their way to Chicago. They're turning around because you're here.
Okay.
They're turning around. They're going
Tell
to the
them
show.
prove it. Do not put you on the guest list.
Don't do that on the tollway.
Prove it, and you're on the guest list if you're really driving
and
here.
Don't do it on the toll, man. Don't you dare! Don't. Woo, woo. Oh, too late, man.
They're actually turning around on 55
look at
right
that,
now.
man. Oh man, look at that, man.
Well, listen, I appreciate both you guys coming in, Morgan
Thank you.
and
Thanks for
Michael
having us.
Winslow. This weekend,
Good to see you all.
the St. Charles Funny Bone. Bring an instrument.
Bring something.
Bring something. Don't
Ukulele, harp, grand piano, whatever you got. It's a big room.
Cool.
Somebody's going to wheel in a piano.
I hope so.
All right.
That would prove interesting.
That would.
That would prove interesting.
Me and my piccolo will be there.
I've got
All right.
the piano.
Don't bring
It's an
bagpipes.
upright, and the cat plays it.
Don't bring bagpipes, right?
No, you can bring bagpipes.
No, nobody wants.
Oh, come on.
Nobody wants bagpipes.
What we'll do?
Michael just got a bagpipe request the other night.
We'll give you a Scottish band backup.
We'll walk you right out of the show. We'll walk you right to the parking lot. That's what we're going to do with bagpipes.
Yeah.
This guy
We'll
hates
plug a
bagpipes.
speaker.
For real.
He really does.
He's Italian.
Plug a speaker outside. And,
You can play your bagpipes somewhere else. Not in this show.
You're gonna say that? You're not from Edinburgh. Edinburgh, Scotland.
All right, the great Michael Winslow, everybody.
You're incredible.
I will take a break. We'll come back with Rave Ememoriam. It's 8:35. It is Friday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. The highways are clear. Your point forecast, slight chance for rain. High is 67. Right now is 43 at the Point Studio. Woods Basement Systems, our family serving yours. That is one of their slogans over there. And these are the all things basement-y experts. You know, family owned right here since 1986. proudly serving the greater St. Louis, Springfield, St. Louis area and Springfield, Illinois area and everywhere in between with all things basements. Basement waterproofing, egress windows, any sort of issues that you may be having or that you think you may be about to be having, foundation repair, crawl space repair, any of that kind of stuff. We live in an area with basements and with wet grounds, and spring is coming. You want to make sure that you are all good. Woods Basement Systems is there for you. Not only with that, but also they can fix your driveway or your sidewalk. Maybe you got something cracked up and it's sinking. Well, if they can raise a highway slab, they can fix your driveway. And you can use it the same day. I know that because they raised my front porch and installed piers, so it's good forever. I don't have to deal with it, sinking every couple of years, which is what was happening before I got the house. My house is starting to fall apart, and I want to make sure that I call the best so it's done right and it's done forever. That's Woods Basement Systems. There is a special offer waiting for you at the special website, moonloveswoods.com. That's the website. I'll say it again, moonloveswoods.com. It's Woods Basement Systems, the all things basement experts. moonloveswoods.com.
Well, gentlemen, we will see you in St. Louis on Sunday. We are so excited to have Point Fest back and to have you guys be a part of it. But I want to kind of talk about this from a couple of different angles, all right? First and foremost, the crew that you have working with you in the Seether camp, I'm sure is scaled down because of, the craziness that is the pandemic. But can you talk about sort of what the crew is doing now, added responsibility that they weren't doing before to keep you guys safe for all these shows, just so you can play them?
Go ahead, Johnny.
Actually, for us, our little world, obviously, venues will have different rules, mask mandates backstage. Our crew, we still have a full crew. We have our regular setup, our techs and front of house. So it's such a healthy thing and a great thing to be.
It's March, which means in St. Louis, we're going to be celebrating 314 Day. It's right around the corner. It's in 7 days. And what better place to celebrate than a Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, a St. Louis institution. Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill celebrates St. Louis 314 Day in style, baby. On this special day.
It's next Friday. That's wild.
I know. It's crazy. It's a week away. They're going to pay tribute to our beloved city, its rich culture, and the vibrant community spirit that makes the 314 truly special. Rizz, tell them about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hot Shots is a part of this community. And where better to celebrate 314 Day than Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill for a whole bunch of 314 Day specials like, $3.14 Bud Family Pints and Bottles, the $6 STL Bloody Mary. You've got the $12 STL T-Rav Burger. You got a $20 T-Rav Pizza. And this is going to be at all Hot Shots locations on 314 Day. A week from today, Hot Shots is the official sports bar of The Rizz Show. Hit them up online, hotshotsnet.com. That's hotshotsnet.com.
It is a very, very big day in the land of Red Hot Chili Pepper fans everywhere, and I am so unbelievably honored to be joined today by Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Flea, St. Louis is saying hello to you.
I love St. Louis, and I fondly miss the raucous nights, Mississippi nights that we used to have over there. And hello to everybody. Love to one and all.
Man, it's really great to hear your voice, but also, too, it's wonderful to have a new Red Hot Chili Peppers album that is out today, and John Frusciante back in the Chili Peppers. Flea, can you kind of talk to us a little bit about how he got...
I have Michael Winslow here, honestly, and just people with their instant feedback and the text messages coming over from the Coleman's Campers text line.
Yeah.
Just joy. I mean, that man brings joy to people's lives. And he's like part of my youth. I forgot he did voices in the Gremlins.
Yeah, he did one of the Mogwai.
Damn.
Yep. And how many times do you think you've quoted him? He's probably one of the most quoted people on the planet.
You don't know about half the stuff he does because he does so much, Foley and cartoon
uncredited stuff.
Yeah, in and out.
I was talking to him in the hall. I didn't get a chance to ask it on the air, but there's Police Academy movie reboot has been floating out there with
what's his name?
The guy
Steve Guttenberg?
Yeah.
The Goot coming out of retirement. Shaquille O'Neal was involved at one time.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
As the Hightower character?
I don't know, maybe. He might be playing Ed Hightower. It would make sense. But, I asked him about it, and he said, all signs point to good. I think the executive producer of the original Police Academies died over Christmas, unfortunately, he said. Really? So they're trying to figure out, but Snoop and Mel Brooks and all kinds of people are showing interest. And
there were rumors that Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key.
Really?
That would be cool, too.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Will be doing it. But it says, as of 2024, there's been no movement on the Police Academy reboot, though Guttenberg continues to tease that the new installment is on its way.
Well, I will tell you, speaking for Michael Winslow, we are ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We are ready to go.
I think it's a good time for it.
I think so, too.
There's been enough time between the movies. There's been successful reboots from that era. I mean, Beetlejuice 2, and I think it'd be cool. I'd like to see I'd like to revisit those characters now.
Yeah, for a new generation.
Mm-hmm.
It says Key and Peele's career crossroads derailed the Police Academy reboot.
Oh, do they not get along anymore?
I don't know. I don't know about that, but it just says
Busy.
career crossroads. I'm assuming
Jordan Peele is doing
Jordan
all these
Peele.
movies.
Yeah, Jordan
He's
Peele's
very busy.
Not going to put on one of his potential Oscar scripts on hold so he can reboot Police Academy.
And he's not really. Is he performing much anymore?
I don't know. Hey, speaking of generations, now you know Gen Alpha is not the youngest generation anymore, right?
What is it now?
Like January 1st marked the start of what?
Beta.
Gen Beta.
Oh, yeah.
People
Nerds.
Poor things.
People born between 2025 and 2039 are Gen Betas, and not everyone's wild about the name.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You know, the Swirly just made a comeback this year.
So the Wall Street Journal just ran this headline yesterday. A new generation is here. Its name is already an insult.
Yeah. And Generation Cuck is right behind him.
So beta is the second letter in the Greek alphabet, so it makes sense we'd go with it. Alpha, then beta. But it's also slang for somebody who's passive or weak, especially men. It's the opposite of an alpha male is a beta male. So a researcher in Australia named Mark McCrindle coined the terms Gen Alpha and Gen Beta. He says there's nothing wrong with them. And the system makes sense. The next generation would be Generation Gamma, then Delta, and so on. But some people don't love the idea of their kid being called a beta for their whole life.
What a nerd. It's just a word, man. It's just a name. It's going to live on far past our ridiculous connotations. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a nerdy thing to care about. It's all such a nerdy thing to care about. And all of us are guilty. Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not too... Hey, listen, January 1st was the start of this generation beta thing. It's not too late to go with a different name. It's not too late.
Yeah, does this matter to you?
No.
If you had a kid right now, you just had a baby, new Rizz baby.
Another idea that's been tossed around is Generation AI.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I don't like
that's
that.
less nerdy.
Would it bother me that I had a Generation Beta kid? Not because there's other Generation Beta kids that we could all make fun of.
Well, nobody likes being anything they are.
Generation Bezos.
Oh no, Rafe and I are Gen X, which I think is a pretty.
Yeah,
cool
you guys
one.
are the only ones who are
pretty
okay.
cool one.
But boomers hate being called boomer. I'm a millennial. We're annoying. We hate it. Alpha is cool. Like, Alpha is probably the next Gen X because now they're just baked into the alpha male thing.
There's millennials.
Yeah, millennials, we hate it. It's like, we're annoying. And we know.
I mean, the greatest generation. They had it pretty good.
We don't get off scot-free. We got a foot in each camp, so we're only half cool.
But the greatest generation was...
I wish I was Gen X.
You're leaning Gen X, but if we're being honest, we are of that micro generation.
The greatest generation wasn't even called that until they were
Zillennials,
ruling the planet
which is not
and
cool.
getting ready to check out anyway, right?
Right.
It's not like they were
Greatest
born...
generation?
Yeah, they didn't say that. They didn't say, like, well...
I declare us the greatest generation.
Yeah, any baby born after today is going to be the greatest generation. It's not how it worked. Nobody cared about this crap until around X, and then they had to start labeling it. And they just happened
jealous.
They just happened to say that because of the world wars.
Well, listen. I, for one, welcome the betas.
We know.
Beta
you have no shins. We know.
I welcome the beta babies.
Oh, man.
You weaklings.
The betas will be taking care of our old asses when we're all in the nursing home.
And they're going to remember this.
So be nice.
What would our kids be?
I have a couple millennials, and I have...
Gen Z.
My kids are alphas, right?
There's an alpha in it.
Is Gen Z and alpha the same?
No, I think I have millennials. Wait.
No.
My daughter born in 98 is technically a millennial, I believe.
Gen Z is Z.
No, because my
A.
sister was born in 98, and she's a different generation than I.
Oh,
I think she might be Gen Z.
Let's see.
97 to 2012 is Gen Z.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so I got Zs and alphas. There's nothing in between Z and alpha, right?
I don't think so.
All right, then I got Z and alpha kids.
Got some good za.
What was alpha? When did that start?
2012.
2012 to 2024.
Oh yeah, then there's only
Gen Z, 97 to 2012. Millennials, 81 to 96. X, 65 to 80. There's Boomers 1 and Boomers 2.
all of mine are Z's then, and my stepson's an alpha.
Wait, there's a Boomers too?
And there's a big difference, by the way. My 15-year-old...
Electric Boogaloo?
Gen Z is called Zoomers.
That's right. Yeah. My 15-year-old will make a big deal about how he is not in Generation Alpha. He will talk about the 11-year-old. He's like, no. His generation is different than mine. They got their own codes and stupid words. He's very serious about not being lumped in with Gen Alphas.
And let's not forget about beta fish, because they suffer as well.
They do. They're in those little cups forever.
That's double T, though, right?
That's the cup.
And then they die.
Is it double T?
I don't know.
It was a BETA.
I thought it was
BE.
It's beta.
BETA, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Beta fish.
A beta fish.
Otherwise known as Japanese fighting fish.
Yeah, you can't have two of them. And when you have one, they just die.
T's.
It
It's
sucks.
two T's. I know my fish, guys.
Dude.
Okay, well,
Don't
my
you
apologies.
come in here with the fish talk.
No, beta fish there's one too with only one T. It's
Well,
pretty
those
cool
but those are
fish.
idiots fish.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
That's really cool.
All right, guys. It's time to say goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
It's time to say goodbye. We lost a couple people this week.
We did.
A few
Time
more
for-
just now.
Yeah. Time for this week's Ememoriam.
Yeah, I don't have time to get Gen Beta in here, but we'll give them an honorary send-off. It's time for this week's Ememoriam. Those of you that don't know, it's like an Oscars Ememoriam, where we say goodbye to people we lost, whether it was something we said, did, discussed, or just an unhinged email from a complete psychopath. We often get feedback, whether we like it or not, and sometimes we got to say goodbye to ourselves for our own opinions. So Without further ado, let's get started this week. First up, volunteer greenskeepers. Thank you to the 15 golf pros who watched our Whitmore Country Club Rizz Olympics and got super fixated on the 2.5 seconds that I did a spin on a practice putting green.
Wow.
People complained?
Oh, my God.
You monster.
So many messages and emails to make sure I knew that was a golf faux pas, and I quote, I hope they said something to him about how freaking disrespectful that was.
Oh, my God. Get out of your own ass.
Message received, golf cops. A species so fragile, they saw a 2.5-second Michael Jackson spin on a practice green and reacted like someone just took a dump in the 18th hole of Augusta. Gentlemen, relax. It's a game where you hit a ball in a hole with a stick. Let's not act like I took a leak on the Vatican, okay? Whitmore could not have been cooler about it. It was late November. We shot this thing last year. They were about to resurface all the greens. It's almost as if the aim of the video was to show that golf could be fun for anyone, even a ragtag morning show with a lovable yet rugged, rough around the edges dude who was literally playing in jeans and duct tape cowboy boots as part of the bit.
How dare you make a mockery
Of this man.
of golf?
Thank you, I know. So thanks to Golf Cops Special Victims Unit. 15 khaki-clad enforcers of joylessness who took the time out of their intensely average back nines to clutch their pearls like I washed my actual balls in the ball washer. Here's an email from one of them. Dear Rizzo, as a serious golfer, I am appalled by the blatant disregard for this tradition, and I hope you understand the severe consequences of this action, like getting side-eyed by a dude named Gary who's wearing a pink shirt with a white belt with little golf clubs on it. Bye-bye.
It makes me hate that sport even more.
It's not Whitmore's fault. Whitmore was awesome. Just relax, people. We're having a good time, okay? Next up, Coleman Campers text line.
What's up?
Didn't take you long to make it into the Ememoriam. We've already blocked 17 people on the Coleman Campers text line. Thank you for the pictures of your turds, wieners, and overall hate and vitriol that's already coming through on the text line. I am sure we will not live to regret giving you another means to contact us other than the YouTube chat, the email, the instant feedback, our regular P.O. box, and all of our Instagram accounts. Yep. It's really good for our mental health.
The Coleman Campers text line at 314-649-DUMB.
Bye-bye. Next up, St. Louis Mardi Gras.
Oh.
Came and it went. In like a lion, out like a lamb. But we didn't want to forget St. Louis Mardi Gras because it is the second biggest Mardi Gras in the world. And I thought, what better way to celebrate Mardi Gras than to slightly alter the 12 days of St. Louis Christmas to be the 12 days of St. Louis Mardi Gras.
Oh, wow.
So let's give a musical, whimsical goodbye.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
So 12 days. So it's a 12 days of St. Louis Mardi Gras?
That's right. And you guys can get in on it as we go. You'll catch on.
Okay.
Let's, oh, there's a mood change.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, here we go. On the first day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me an overflowing porta potty.
Oh,
yes. The second day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 2 puking stepdads and an overflowing porta potty. We're on board already. On the third day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. On the 4th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. Here we go. The 5th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 5 DUIs, 4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. Woo! On the 6th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 6 public breakups, 5 DUIs, 4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. Here's the one we've all been waiting for. On the 7th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 7 boobies bouncing, 6 public breakups, 5 DUIs, 4 4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. Yes. On the 8th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 8 cops a tasing, 7 boobies bouncing, 6 public breakups, 5 DUIs.
I'm sorry.
4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. And on stretch, on the 9th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 9 underage drinkers, 8 cops a tasing, 7 boobies bouncing, 6 public breakups, 5 DUIs. 4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. Double digits. On the 10th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 10 bros cacawing, 9 underage drinkers, 8 cops a tasing, 7 boobies bouncing, 6 public breakups, 5 DUIs. 4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. 2 more and we're done. On the 11th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 11 locals fighting, 10 bros cacawing, 9 underage drinkers, 8 cops a tasing, 7 boobies bouncing, 6 public breakups, 5 DUIs. 4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. Bring it home. On the 12th day of Mardi Gras, St. Louis gave to me 12 abandoned cake babies, 11 locals fighting, 10 bros cacawing, 9 underage drinkers, 8 cops a tasing, 7 boobies bouncing, 6 public breakups, 5 DUIs. 4 floats crashing, 3 parking tickets, 2 puking stepdads, and an overflowing porta potty. Bye. Yeah. All right. Nice. That was a nice send-off for Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah,
I thought so.
All right. And we're back. Next up, in the Ememoriam, in case you just tuned in and didn't know what the hell was going on, Peepaw's peaceful retirement, obliterated by Tiffany Wisconsin's own unholy lust for the seed of the silver fox. We reported this week of a 36-year-old OnlyFans model, Tiffany Wisconsin, who's been banned from multiple nursing homes for banging the elderly male residents. So today we gather to mourn the slow, peaceful twilight years that every good Peepaw deserves. Because that dream died violently the second Tiffany Wisconsin entered the chat, dripping in desperation for that vintage ding-dong. She wants some of that old stuff.
Oh, my God.
That's right, folks. Somewhere right now, Grandpa's clutching his Werther's Originals in fear because Tiffany is on the prowl and she's got the stamina of a woman who can and will do 100 Bulgarian split squats right on Pop's old retirement package.
Whoa.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Listen, we've seen sugar babies, but sugar grandbabies? She's single-handedly making sure every man over 60 is wearing his life alert button in case of a horny emergency. She ain't robbing the cradle, boys. She's robbing the grave. Tiffany put the ass in assisted living. Come on. This woman just isn't into older guys. She's running a goddamn grandma grift looking for a bedpan with benefits. Tiffany Wisconsin, you are the final boss of homewreckers. Poor grandma. She thought she'd be feeding ducks at the park, not getting cucked in the dark. Come on. Getting into Granny's retirement money, Tiffany. So R.I.P. to Peepaw's quiet retirement. May his pacemaker withstand the passion, and may he be keeping one hand on his wallet during strenuous activities. Bye-bye. And speaking of Tiffany, Wisconsin, next up, the actual town of Tiffany, Wisconsin.
Oh, no.
That's right. It's an actual place, I found out. An innocent village forever stained by Google searches for this elderly debauchery. So today, we want to take a moment of silence and acknowledge the town of Tiffany, Wisconsin, a quaint, peaceful village that never asked to be associated with sexual chaos currently unfolding online. A town of 617 folks in northwest Wisconsin that used to be known for, well, actually nothing. But at least it wasn't this. Imagine you're just a quiet little town in the middle of Wisconsin, home to a pumpkin patch, a bait shop, whose most lurid event is probably an annual festival involving a tractor pull and eating the fried testicles of some kind of farm animal.
That's right.
And then boom! Anytime someone Googles Tiffany, Wisconsin, they're not looking for local diners or real estate listings. They're looking for a woman who wants to drain the last puff of dust out of Granddad's beanbag. That's disgusting! They had to change their actual mission statement. This is their actual mission statement of this beautiful town. Citizens of Tiffany, in consideration of future generations, will strive to ensure the protection and preservation of our environment, our unique quality of life, our history, small farms, streams, and woodlands, our rural character in general. We will respect individual property rights and support sensible development, still while working towards the good of the total community. We shall promote communication and respect between and among local governments and citizens, and that doesn't include trying to get your grandpa laid, goddammit! Now they had to add that last part. You think the poor folks at Tiffany were ready for this? They thought the internet at the town library was just for checking the weather and ordering parts for a busted lawnmower. Now they're getting flagged by Safe Search. Do you think the actual town mayor, Lee Keegan, phone number 715-928-2609, that's Lee Keegan at 715-928-2609, was prepared to get the phone calls he's about to get, or the phone calls he's gotten in the past from confused old men looking to book an appointment with that buxom tart with the big old fat hiney? Poor Lee Keegan. And poor Tiffany, Wisconsin. It's R.I.P. to your wholesale anonymity. May you one day reclaim your Google results, and may the local tourism board survive this PR disaster. And if there are any grandpas passing through Tiffany, Wisconsin, keep your heads down and your zippers up, you old perverts. Bye-bye.
Bye.
These people have families. And now on to the real RIPs, and I'm sure I missed a few, so you guys are probably going to have to help me. I had actor David Johansen, also known as Buster Poindexter.
Yeah.
Passed away this week.
New York Dolls singer.
New York Dolls singer. Joey Molland of Badfinger. And that was all I had, but I know we had one today.
Pamela Bach. Former Mrs. Hasselhoff.
And Brian James of The Damned.
And Brian James of The Damned were
Watch your
added
mouth.
today, and Michael Winslow's departure kept me from adding them. I apologize. And that concludes this week's Ememoriam, brought to you by us.
People wondering, and they love the Mardi Gras song.
Oh.
The seven boobies bouncing.
Too low?
It's not.
Everybody,
it's not an even number.
Everybody knows one Jug Jane. She's down there. She works at. She works at 1817.
I thought the Total Recall chick was.
Oh, maybe that was it.
She was in town.
Everybody was in town.
The Total Recall chick. The Total Recall chick, the three-boobed Total Recall chick was in town. That's why the seven boobies bouncing.
They flew her in.
Just for this. All right, thank you, Rafe. This week's Ememoriam. I will take a break. Moon will regale us with some emails. It is 9:05. It is Friday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. The highways are clear on my map. Your point forecast, slight chance for rain. High of 67 right now. It's 45 at the Point Studio.
Well, big things happening in the 21 Pilots camp. And you know what? If you are going to talk about 21 Pilots, there are legitimately no better two people in which that you could call to talk about said band than our guys. Gentlemen, it's wonderful to see you again. Hello, and it's been a while. Hello from St. Louis.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it has
We're
been
excited.
Man, it's really great to see you guys again. And the first thing that we want to talk about is the 21 Pilots Cinema Experience. Now, it's coming out on May the 19th. There'll be a special encore on May the 22nd. But I want to know, this experience came about a year or so ago during the pandemic. And I'm curious, the show was so well done, so well produced. How long did it take you guys to put that?
Play, stay, and dine at DraftKings, a Casino Queen. Guys, if you haven't been to the DraftKings Sportsbook VIP area, reserve the space for you and your friends now. It is such a cool venue that they built over in the casino. It's opposite of the casino floor. They spent millions of dollars. They got all kinds of sports betting kiosks. And look, if you've never been to a sports book and you feel a little intimidated or you're not sure what you're doing, don't worry. I'm the same way. I don't know what – I barely know. I can bet win-loss. If you start talking about over and under, my eyes glaze over. But they have staff on site that are super knowledgeable, sweet, and friendly, and will stand there with you at the sportsbook counter to help you answer any questions you might have. And it's March. What better time? Everybody gets into March Madness. If normally sportsbook type stuff isn't for you, what a great time to go over there and have great food, have a good time, get yourself in the sportsbook, and bet on March Madness. They got March promotions going on right now. Hoops and high stakes every Saturday from 5 to 10 p.m. 2 contestants every half hour play hoops and high stakes, and then you can stick around for the 10 p.m. championship and $10,000 royal free play pot split for the winning team. Starting entries now. Swipe your card for bonus entries every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and you can get in on the fun. And don't forget to visit every Thursday in March to activate your drawing entry multiplier. And they've got all kinds of drink and food specials going on, too. For more information, go to DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, we are backstage at the pageant. Big time club show with 311. We've got Peanut and Mr. Nick Hexum joining us. Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to have you back in St. Louis and playing the pageant. It's great to be able to be so close to you tonight.
You love seeing us in small places.
I do. I can't. I will not ever deny that.
It was a little off-camera, little banter we were doing. Yeah, it's good to be in small places. This is where we cut our teeth. You know, you were saying Mississippi Nights, and we did the same thing in town. But pageant, I walked in this morning, first thing, like groggy, 9 in the morning, like, we're gonna destroy this place.
Okay, now this is a question.
People that have been here too, like there's this Wall of Fame, and the owner has got a photo with all the biggest people in the world. Like, they get some great names.
It's incredible, and also too down at Blueberry Hill. I mean, what he has here at the pageant is just like, from what I understand, it is a very small amount of his collection. And over at Blueberry Hill, there's the pictures with Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney and George Harrison. And
I've heard of all of them.
Right. All pretty established folks. So, but you guys gotta have to be on that wall somewhere. Have you not gotten a picture taken?
We're somewhere.
I was say.
Yeah, we're Imagine Dragons.
Well, I think you got a couple more albums under the belt than those dudes. I want to ask a question that might sound funny, but I honestly don't mean it to be funny. When you are going,
I love that. That could be absolutely anything.
Right, good stuff. When you go from playing a gigantic stage to a smaller stage, is there any legit concern of, hey, we have to watch each other tonight so that we don't run into someone, so that nobody gets whacked with anything, nobody trips? Is that it? But you guys are pros, so that's probably not a deal.
I mean, you gotta imagine when we were first starting out, 22, 23, we were so out of control and wild. We had a few more on-stage collisions then, but now we all kind of just have an unspoken choreography.
I gotcha.
You know, S.A. has his lane when he's like, okay, Nick's up there, I can go around there and sweet in there.
Right, yeah. It's understood without being spoken.
I think one of the things that, the last time I interviewed you, Peanut, one of the things that I'd asked you was, how had the band stayed together for so long? No lineup changes. That's almost unheard of these days. And one of the things that you said to me really struck me as that you guys kind of practice what you preach, And do you guys, will you guys see each other outside of the band times? Do you guys hang out away from 311 things? There has to be a way that you've worked out the friendships to this point that you're able to make it through these things, I would think.
Well, in the old days, we were saved by rock, paper, scissors. Big decisions were made by rock, paper, scissors.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. Yeah, before we were mature enough to logic things out, it was just like the sanctity of the Rocham.
Rochambeau.
But
now we just discuss things and reach a consensus, and it never, though we respect democracy, if it had to come to a vote, and luckily we're an odd number, it could be 3 versus 2, but it never really comes to that. We just keep talking things out, and to be in a band with the same guys for 27 years, you have to be ready to not get your way and realize that it's not about any one individual. It's about the collective that we had together, and it's a brotherhood.
Very good. Let's talk about the new album, Mosaic. It's out now. John Feldman in the mix.
Now, there's a lot of reasons to go to First Community, and this is one you may have not realized that they're even involved with. And you think about retirement, you think that's something that folks do when they're way older. But trust me, it's time to start saving for retirement right now, no matter what age you are. And with an individual retirement account, that's an IRA, you could potentially put tax-deferred savings away for your retirement, and you get to lock in some great rates. Plus, you can open a health savings account to build cushion for those unexpected or routine medical expenses, because you know how expensive that can be. This is a great way to save money. And First Community, they offer the IRA, the HSA accounts, and the best part is there's no cost to you for these accounts. So it's a great way to save money and to invest, and then also win big here because you're not spending any extra on those costs. And there's some eligibility requirements, but now's a great time to learn more about it, and you can do that very easily. Stop by any of their convenient locations. They have more than 40 throughout the metro area, including 18 in Walmart, open 7 days a week. So go to First Community. Ask them today about their retirement accounts. Go to First Community. That's firstcommunity.com.
Well, big things happening in the 21 Pilots camp. And you know what? If you are going to talk about 21 Pilots, there are legitimately no better two people in which that you could call to talk about said band than our guys. Gentlemen, it's wonderful to see you again. Hello, and it's been a while. Hello from St. Louis.
Thanks for having us.
Dude, who sent the pistachios up here?
I don't know, but I'm covered in pistachio dust.
My God.
Hang on a minute. There's pistachios hanging out?
Yeah. McGinn's Pistachio Land. But that sounds like a slur of some sort.
I didn't know about this.
Salt and pepper flavor. And at first I was like, these are fine. They're but the more I get into it, the more the pepper presents itself. And
Dude,
I
these are
am
very good.
His name is Garrett Money.
Thank you, Garrett.
Oh, what's up, Garrett?
Oh, Garrett. I know Garrett.
Thanks, dude.
And he said,
These are terrific.
He travels a lot. He probably knows a good pistachio.
he says,
These are from
listening
New
to the
Mexico.
show, and you guys are talking about pistachios, I'm going to bring 2 bags for you guys from New Mexico. I'm a trucker, and I think they're the best I've ever had.
These are terrific. Thank you, Garrett.
I got to try some of those bad ones.
Excellent. Get in here, Scott.
I'm crushing them over
Come
here,
on
dude.
in here.
Yeah, come in here.
Get
Right
yourself
now?
some pistachios.
Come here.
In the middle of the...
Here.
Get just now.
In the
Don't eat
middle
them
of
on
the
the
broadcast?
Don't eat
Wait,
them
you
on
want
the
to hear my
broadcast,
propeller
but-
plane?
Pull your pants up, Scott, and get in here. We don't have
another-
time for this.
We had another sound effects guy on earlier. We don't need another one.
Scott, make a helicopter sound. It'll be great.
Hang on.
You can helicopter
Hang on,
out of
Scott. Before you
Oh,
make. Oh,
Scott,
okay.
get to a
Here we go.
microphone.
This is Scott.
There he goes.
Hey, there is another restaurant that is looking like it's on the ropes, and
What do you mean?
Local?
On the rope sounds like it's doing okay.
That's a no.
when you're on the ropes, that's not good.
Oh, I imagine it's like a tightrope.
No.
And we're walking
No,
and we're getting across
on
the
the
canyon.
ropes means it's
We're
bad.
walking.
There is a location, probably a couple around here. 70 may be closing nationwide. Financial losses. Red Robin having
What?
some problems.
Yum.
Whatever.
No.
About to put a bottom on them fries.
They got
Yep.
baked potatoes at Red Robin.
Is a
You
Vancouver
see this
location?
Red Robin?
They got baked potatoes at Red Robin?
No, I don't know what they have. I mean, I don't know if I've ever been to a Red Robin. Maybe this is why they're closing.
Red Robin could be closing about 70 locations nationwide as it battles financial problems. They had a $77.5 million net loss in 2024. That's bad. They lost $21.2 million in 2023, $77.5 million last year. Red Robin
What do they serve at Red Robin?
Hamburgers.
Bottomless fries and big
and the Onion Ring Tower.
silly. Oh, really? And big silly colorful drinks like
And
cocktails.
yeah, we got the Long Island iced tea in the one in
Right,
Vancouver.
yeah.
That was our spot.
Yeah, it's like a TGI Fridays on like clown.
But it's
adrenaline.
hamburger special. Like they specialize in hamburgers.
Supposed to,
right?
yeah. But am I wrong in
And the
saying that
bottomless fries, but the fries are not great.
they're okay? They're like cheap rallies.
Last
They
time
got
I went to-
everything.
the last time I went to Red Robin with the kids, let's go to Red Robin. I go, okay. Everything was sticky.
Oh, really?
The table was sticky. It was like it seemed very not clean to me.
But it's got shtick all over the place. You know, license plates and clowns and blah 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 blah. Just like things all over the walls.
This
you know,
is sad.
Old school go-karts.
I don't want to see anything go away.
I've just gone a 180 in my entire emotion about this because they have veggie burgers for those of us who don't want beef, and that's a very rare thing. I know you don't care. And then they have pizza. They have
pizza,
slices of cake, which is very important to me this year. I'm only eating cake as desserts, and it's very hard to find a fast food type of place that serves cake.
Why don't you get on your horse and go save Red Robin?
No, I really think the Red Robin needs to clean up their act, literally. Like,
that's a
clean it up.
Because the Whiskey River is yummy.
They don't have the money to clean it
Everything
up.
was so sticky. I said, I'm afraid to eat here.
Hey, be honest. Which location is this? Because there's a few in different parts of town, and I got a feeling that matters.
It was the one on Airport Road.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was the last one I went to as well, and it was
Sticky Chesterfield, huh? There's one out in St. Charles out by me. Was it Mexico? By Mexico?
And they have like booths.
Okay.
You know what it is? A lot of kids go there.
Yeah,
It's a family place.
It's like a souped-up Ground Round. Did you ever go to Ground Round?
Mm-mm.
It's a family place. You know when you bring little kids places, little kids suck. I don't want to go anymore where they eat. That's it.
No more kid places for you.
That's it.
Just adults-only dinners from here on out.
Or age limit.
Welcome to my world.
Nobody under the age of 10. That's
Co-signed.
it.
Co-signed by me.
That's it.
Hey, how's that?
Because everywhere where you leave is sticky.
Remember that
everywhere.
local place that was doing you had to be 30 to get in? It was like North County somewhere.
Oh, it was like a Jamaican place?
Yeah, I think so. I wonder how they're doing.
Probably great. I hope they're doing great.
I bet it's very clean.
Yeah.
And quiet.
Hey, before we move on, will you mansplain to her what the term "on the ropes"?
Yeah, I need
comes
to
from?
know.
It's a
It's like a boxing term. Like when somebody's on the ropes,
I
they're
see.
backed up against the ropes, they got nowhere to go.
Yeah. I went tightrope. I didn't go boxing ring.
Well, and honestly, when you said that, I was like, that sounds silly. But then I was like, well, for somebody that doesn't know the boxing reference, that's actually probably a pretty good
I'm not
leap.
a boxer, dude.
Right. So
Well, you don't need a boxer to know the.
And now you know.
I don't know the jargon.
I just wanted a public service announcement because, Lauren, I think that you represent a huge amount of people that may not have known what that was.
I'm sure there's many women that knew what that meant. So
I
You don't
bet
know
you
the
there's
sweet science?
I bet you there's some fellas that didn't know what it meant. So
By
you're
the way,
helping everybody.
Red Robin's been around since 1969. Good run. They didn't say which locations are closing.
But you're hoping it's just.
I'm not hoping anything. I don't hope it. I hope it stays open forever.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you go back there and see if it's still
If I could be guaranteed that my hands won't stick to the table.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you know it's true. Anywhere kids are, it's sticky. Kids and food.
I don't like that blanket statement.
No, it's true.
Well, and the kids don't want me
I
at
didn't say
their party either.
It's true.
You know what
I
I'm
didn't say
saying?
it
It's
wasn't
like
true.
It's true.
This is a mutual respect.
It's true. Let's get to some emails. Rizzo1057thepoint.com.
Whatever. We're talking about food. Let's stay there. I had an argument with a friend thinking that I'm weird. You have a bowl of chili, beef and beans in front of you. Do you like diced onions on it? Fritos? Cheese? Was I wrong to ask for a peanut butter sandwich? My buddies asked, what the hell? No one has heard of this
somebody's
before?
house and asked for a peanut butter sandwich.
To me, it's sacrilegious to have chili and not a peanut butter sandwich.
I like that.
Add sacrilegious to words hard to spell. That's what you guys. What say you guys and gal to the peanut butter sandwich and chili combo? Love the laughs. Keep it going. Long live Jeff.
So
Have
he's
a great
over
day.
somebody's house?
He was over at somebody's house and.
You don't ask for it. Okay, you could ask. You know what the line is? Hot sauce. You got any hot sauce? That's it. What's out is out.
We could always say the thing like, man, have you ever tried that with a peanut butter sandwich and pretend that you don't want it? And then they're like, really? Yeah, it's really good. And then they'll say, should we do it? Great idea.
Wow.
Well, the next person in the email line was also talking about chili and said a friend of theirs said put pickles in it. And then they said that's the nastiest thing I've ever tried. Another friend of mine said put a half jar of crunchy peanut butter in a gallon of chili. It cuts the taste of it too much for their liking. But their personal hack is a few ways instead of crackers or cheese, you add cheese and cornbread using the Jiffy Mix.
Why?
Can't you just enjoy chili?
Can we all just enjoy it however the hell we want, and we don't have to try and push our stuff on people? Everybody's a pusher man.
Put your wang in.
Okay, let me.
You ever tried that? You ever dip your wang in there?
After it's boiling.
Some people say I'm a weirdo. I say it's pretty good.
And then the next person says, put 2 pancakes, a scoop of chili on that with 2 fried eggs on top and a little Caro syrup, maybe sausage or bacon
What
on
are
the
we doing
side.
here?
Try it just once, all of you.
Grill you up a tomahawk steak, toss that in, bone and all, some mashed potatoes.
To be fully honest, I don't like pancakes, but I would try it with chili on it. That sounds like substance.
Okay, I don't know. Who
First
you are
off, I'm
anymore.
not going to somebody's house with the meal they prepared and go, can I have a peanut butter sandwich? What?
What
Why?
you've never done. I feel like you would ask somebody for a condiment or something.
I said hot sauce is the line.
Oh, okay.
That's a line. I'm not going to somebody's house with a meal they prepared.
Sour cream.
If it's not out.
If it's not out, would you ask for sour cream?
No,
I'm asking.
if it's not out, I'm assuming it's not available.
Okay.
A peanut butter sandwich.
It's good.
I'm sure it's good, but this is what the hosts have laid out for you.
Right. Well, what if there is no? I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, if you're just putting out chili and the fixins, and they're, is that enough?
Yes, of course it is.
If it's a good chili. Maybe these people are making awful chili.
Yeah. What now?
To be
And
honest.
you just suck it up and you eat a couple spoonfuls and you go, I don't want any more, and you eat later.
Didn't somebody just do a chili thing?
Yeah,
wait.
we
He did it here.
Last Thursday.
Okay, did we talk about that openly?
No.
I didn't have any chili.
All I know is our
Okay, somebody
office smelled
told
like
me.
onion farts for at least 24 hours.
All right, I'm just
I
going to put this out
apologize.
there, and I hope nobody in the office is listening.
Ew.
Somebody told me the majority of the chilies were just garbage.
Everybody
Was it
thinks that.
Bridget? Because Bridge won.
No, Bridget
won.
won. Bridget won. Apparently, there was like 2 or 3 that were exceptional, and
everything else was
a couple
garbage.
that were
I believe
total
it.
crap.
Well, can I say this? I was here
So not
late.
everybody's chili is good. That's what I'm saying.
I got asked by HR to do the official announcing on the intercom system here in the studios. And nobody knew how to work the intercom system except for sales lady Joan. And so, guys, I finally found out how to do it. And now I'm going to probably do it every Friday and
Attention.
announce something as I'm leaving the office.
Attention, Walmart shoppers.
And honestly, if everybody would like to know, it's just you pick up the phone, you
And
dial,
then you put it up to your butt.
you dial 800, you put it up to your butt, and you fart on everybody.
Oh.
Well,
Thanks.
Poop particles.
quietly quitting went out the window the
That's
minute
right.
I discovered how to use the phone intercom.
That's right.
If I ever burn it down, I'm burning it all the way down, baby.
Somebody said put flapjacks in there.
They're saying put 2 scoops of chili on your pancakes and then put fried eggs on top of that.
How is that making you love pancakes?
Put a
more?
gordita
I just don't like
crunch in
Oh,
there.
you know, that reminded me of this.
You know what I love about tacos?
What's that? Everything.
Do tacos get any more kick butt than this?
Oh, they're about to, all right. You at Taco Town. We take a crunchy all-beef taco, smother it in nacho cheese, lettuce, tomato, and our special Southwestern sauce. Then we wrap it in a soft flour tortilla with a layer of refried beans in between.
Sweet.
Then we wrap that in a savory corn tortilla with a middle layer of Monterey Jack cheese.
Awesome.
And it gets even awesomer when we take a deep-fried gordita shell, smear on a layer of our special guacamolito sauce, and wrap that around the outside.
This is pretty big.
It gets bigger because we bake it in a corn husk filled with pico de gallo, then wrap that in an authentic Parisian crepe filled with egg, Gruyere, merguez sausage, and portobello mushrooms.
Can I eat it now?
Sure. But not before we take the whole thing and wrap that in a Chicago-style deep dish meat lovers pizza.
Pizza? Now that's what I call a taco.
Well, it's not a Taco Town taco until we roll it up in a blueberry pancake, dip it in batter, and deep fry it until it's golden brown. Then we serve it all in a commemorative tote bag filled with spicy vegetarian chili. It's 15 great tastes all rolled into one.
Taco Town!
The new Pizza Crepe Taco Pancake Chili Bag, only at Taco Town.
Taco Town!
That sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds
That's
pretty
so
good.
nice.
Especially the backpack part.
Let me ask you this question. All right, tacos and margaritas. Great food beverage combo, right?
Yeah.
What is the best food beverage combo
Here
of
it
all
is.
time? Is it cookies and milk?
Hot wings and a Bud Light Lime. I will die on this hill.
Okay, wings and beer. Wings and beer.
Specifically a Bud Light Lime, though, for
Okay.
me.
Is there a better combo or more famous combo than cookies and milk?
I mean, that'd be tough.
Maybe not.
I mean,
I think that may be.
Yeah, steak and wine or something, maybe. I mean, but cookies and milk.
Cheese and wine?
Oh, cheese and wine.
cheese and wine, cookies and milk. I mean, peanut butter and milk, peanut butter jelly and milk has its place, but I think cookies would trump that.
I mean, corn dog and Capri Sun's hard to pass up.
That wasn't on my radar, Scott.
Okay.
but
It's Cheetos and Capri Sun.
Coffee and donuts?
I do love a
pretty
coffee
good.
and donut combo.
That's pretty good.
That's putting up a fight, but I don't think. I mean, a chocolate chip cookie and milk is king of the hill.
Yeah.
I mean, pizza and soda.
Pizza and
What?
soda.
Are you crazy?
I know. I'm
That
just
was as good as a
throwing out.
kid,
I'm just
man.
throwing out. I'm just throwing out combos.
Is that a real combo, or is that just a
Pizza and
default?
soda?
that
I don't
just- is
like
that just
drinking
something that
milk.
Happens.
With anything. You're never going to catch me with milk in a glass. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
okay?
because you're an adult.
That's right.
We've had this argument before because you're over 9.
So
That's
if you're at
right.
my house and I serve you
I've
guys
had it.
dinner,
If I come over to your house and you and
Milk
Al are
steaks.
giving me dinner and there's a glass of milk,
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, if
I
you-
am leaving. I will leave a gift, but I am leaving.
If you bring me out milk, you brought you out milk.
I'm not
it's
drinking
for
a
you.
glass of milk.
I'm saying like
I'm not going to do this
that's
myself.
yours. Like
And I
you
have
put it in
high-end
front of me,
milk.
but that's yours.
Hunter on the instant feedback, breakfast cereal and Bush Light. That's right. Yeah.
That's
That's right, man.
That's right, Hunter.
The name
That's
like
a man
Hunter, you have
breakfast.
to have that.
Yuck. God, milk with anything except for cookies. I don't get it.
You drink milk every night?
No, I wish, but I don't.
Jeff,
You-
Jeff did.
You wish. Why don't you make it happen?
Hey, you can do it.
Well,
You're an
you have
adult.
to go buy it. And I
You're in
always
your
forget.
40s.
I know, but I always forget to buy milk. So it's like every once in a while I get milk.
I'm gonna someday.
There's some nights where you're like, man, I'd love milk. You open the fridge, you're like, oh, yeah, we don't.
Yeah,
have
it's
it.
awesome being an adult. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
I wish milk still existed.
Well, the store's so
It
far
was a better
away.
time. Someone told Scott it didn't exist anymore. He didn't look into it. I used to love like a cold glass of milk and like a peanut butter,
Yeah.
like a PB&J on soft white bread. That's all we.
Yeah, man.
When I was a kid.
Shout out. You know what gets a bad rep these days is white bread. And all I want at my house is white bread. My husband refuses. We got to have wheat bread. If it's white, it can't come in.
White ain't right.
White ain't
as Dave
right at our
says.
house. And it really is the best. There is nothing like having like a bologna sandwich with
Yeah.
some Doritos stuffed in there in the
Smashed.
summer.
When
with
did the
some
last time you
iced
had a
tea.
bologna sandwich?
It's
ain't
been a
wrong.
long time. I'm
It
not
is-
allowed to have
it
it.
is
Ain't
like-
wrong though.
It is candy bread for sure.
It is,
When
but
you
I
have it, you're
love
like,
it.
nah, look at that. It's soft.
It toasts
Like
well.
Wonder Bread?
Yes, like Wonder
Just
Bread.
soft white bread with like any kind of sandwich is so good, dude.
It is so good.
Yeah, but that's why it's a special treat.
I mean, how
Yeah.
much different is it than sourdough?
When he goes out of
Way
town, I
different.
buy one of those half loaves that you can buy, and I just
You
I
do?
dog those things down before he gets
You
home.
crush a half
tell
loaf without
I
him
card
knowing?
out. Yeah,
Don't tell
I
him.
love
don't
it.
tell. I know. Well, he's not listening anymore. He listens in the 8
I
o'clock.
mean, it's the same amount of.
I'll be honest, I still love a hot dog wrapped in a piece of white bread where I can
right.
leave my fingerprints in it, where I can close it up tight.
Yeah,
seal
'cause-
it up.
'cause the heat,
Seal it up,
The
dude.
heat from the dog makes it like
Yeah.
sealing, like it's plastic
Well,
melting around it. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
there's
so
probably
good.
like a lot of microplastics in that white bread or something too that I don't know
Right.
about. It's like styrofoam. It just like
makes
it's,
it so good.
it's like a memory pillow for your mouth.
Yeah.
You
It's the
just
same
squeeze
amount of-
it.
That does sound
It's
good.
the same amount of carbs, right? But they bleach the flour.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. It's that bleach is going into your bloodstream.
Yeah, and sugar. They
And
add
sugar.
A lot of junk.
Oh, they add more sugar.
Yeah.
White bread
It's
doesn't.
it's not the best of breads for you, but it is a good treat.
It's
good.
candy bread.
Have it when your husband's out of town.
That's it.
It's a good.
That hot dog thing, though, you're right. Like a grippy hot dog, like one with,
Oh, and you
with,
could put-
with texture, and like the bread like sticks to it. Like if you
Oh, yeah,
let it
and you
sit
could
there
put
for a
your-
second, you could peel it off, and it's got
You can
bread
put your
residue.
fingerprints in it.
Residue.
It's customized
It's got like
for you.
a grip, like a
Yeah,
grip
dude.
band.
Where are you guys at on now that we're on hot dogs? Auntie Anne's dog in the
I don't like it.
twisted up, or it likes the pretzel. They bake the
What?
pretzel. They go to Auntie
I don't
Anne's.
know where the hot dog's from.
Oh,
Well, that's
I
true.
know what you're
We
saying.
don't know,
Oh,
but
the Annie Ann's that you buy at the store.
It's safe.
no, that you buy at the mall.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry.
When I worked at the South County Mall and I would be on my lunch break, and I had 15 minutes, I would go down and get those Annie Ann's dogs that are wrapped with the pretzel
yeah.
bread, and it was so damn
What
delicious.
do you know about any of the Annie Ann's ingredients? How
I
are
get
you
weird
just-
with hot dogs. I don't know.
It didn't make no sense.
I may go to Steve's tomorrow.
Oh, you should.
It's the
Yes.
same premise of that she's talking about. I can't let go of this white bread thing, man.
You're still over there?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it because I'm like, when you take like some chips or Doritos, stuff that falls apart, hot dogs, like, and you smash some Doritos down on like a good old fashioned ham and cheese, bologna and cheese,
Cheese loaf, whatever.
On like Wonder Bread.
on like white Wonder Bread, and you put your little hand, you
Yeah,
hear
it's-
all the
it's-
chips smash,
it's
and then
quicksand.
it's still your fingerprints. You left It's almost like you have a private sandwich that only your palm unlocks.
That's right.
And maybe a couple of those Dorito spikes went through.
It's the memory foam of bread,
is.
and you can push anything into it, and it stays there for at least a
Then
few
the,
seconds.
then the chips are infused with the bread. They're not going anywhere.
Oh, it's so good. And you know what else? And then the bread gets stuck on the roof of your mouth, and it's hard to get down.
Yeah.
And everything else that you've swallowed's already there, but then that bread is just still on the roof of your mouth. Like,
Yep.
why?
Like
You wanna
a little-
hear-
You know? And then it has like, because all of us have in our mouths, if you've ever like touched the roof of your mouth, it's rigid up there. And it's almost like the fingerprints of your mouth are on the bread now.
Yep.
Just a reminder, we're all a part of the generations that are running the planet right now.
I honestly could take a piece of white bread and bite into it and send it to a dental office and get Invisaligners from it.
People are listening
I
to us
could be
just
like-
get lost in this world right now.
It'd be like, hey, I want to get Invisalign, but I don't like putty. So I'm just going to make a ball of white bread. You ever make it into a ball when you were a kid? Just squeeze it tight and just eat the bread ball?
Oh, bread ball. Oh,
of course.
bread
Let me
ball.
ask you
amazing.
this question if we're
forgot
in the
about that.
trust tree. You ever take the white bread and because your teeth were all gnarly, put it behind your teeth to make it look like what you'd look like with straight teeth? Anybody ever
No, that's
do
sad.
You got me there, man.
Dude, that's me.
Sad.
I didn't have braces.
He had white
So,
bread.
I had white
White
bread.
bread
I put
braces?
it behind my teeth.
Wonder
I'm like, this is
braces?
how I would look perfect.
No, it does
Wonder
have
braces.
some good additives in it.
Scott's going to ruin it.
All right,
Mr. Health over here.
decarbamide, blah, blah,
thank
blah.
you.
It's
Can't pronounce
ACA.
it.
It's a chemical that improves the dough texture, strength, but creates a chemical that may cause tumors in lab animals, and it has potassium bromate, an oxidizer that helps
Yeah.
the bread
This
rise.
guy knows
but
how to party. Am I right?
has been
Bromate.
linked to cancer in rodents.
Am I right?
that's
Bring
tough.
him
Come
to
on,
the
man.
party to ruin
Well,
it.
guess what? Someone in the chat's talking about it, and I'm with you on it. A little bit of butter on white bread with some spaghetti, some of your
Heck
mom's
yes.
spaghetti, and just make a little sealed up homemade white trash hot pocket.
Little calzone.
Sprinkle
Suck
some
it down.
garlic salt.
My
on it.
mother-in-law could not wrap her head around the other day that people have like spaghetti with crusty bread.
What'd you say?
What?
Like, like if you have like a spaghetti
Yeah.
and you have like
garlic bread.
garlic
ciabatta.
bread or whatever.
Italian
Yeah.
loaf or something?
She couldn't wrap her head around it.
Why?
Wait, her head around what? The fact
The
that
fact
it's,
that you have bread with bread.
It does sound silly when you say it that way.
It's carb load.
okay. But it's two different textures.
I go, you always said, what are you going to sop up the sauce with?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Clearly, the noodles didn't do a good enough job.
What are you going to, if there's a red sauce, you have to have something to mop up the
I
sauce
need a bread broom. And
Right.
it needs to be hard on the ridge, like the C shape underneath, and the soft, buttery,
Grease just dripping.
just a wet, soggy mop.
perfect. In the foil.
She thought I was on her side about it. She goes, we were watching something on TV, and she's like, ugh. She goes, bread and pasta? I go, what?
Yeah.
I go, that's a thing.
What else would it be?
Like every Sunday, when my mom would make Sunday gravy, and we'd have, dinner, we'd run to the bakery before and go get like 3 loaves of Italian bread.
Yeah. Delicious.
And that's, ladies and gentlemen, why I was over 200 pounds.
Thank you for your service.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, guys. I'm a svelte 193. Thanks, colonoscopy. All right, listen, we got to take one final break. We'll come back and we will wrap her up.
So you've been cruising down the street and you notice that your buddies, the Williams, who, just a few houses away, they seem way happier out there in the driveway. They just seem like there's something going on there and you want to find out more about it. Well, their lives just got way better because after 3 years of inflation and debt, which had crushed them, for the first time, they have the cash to secure their retirement, pay off those bills, and actually plan their future. And they didn't win the lottery, but they did a wonderful financial strategy called the Sell and Stay program with Truehold. And it's easy. Their home values have rebounded so greatly, they quickly sold to Truehold, and they get to bank all that cash or all that equity in cash. And since they weren't ready to move, they could stay with an easy, affordable lease. And Truehold, they're going to cover your property taxes, home insurance, and even those essential home repairs. So Truehold unlocks your wealth without uprooting your life. Get a Truehold offer right now while your home value is high. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
Donnie Fandango from 105.7 The Point. Very happy to be joined by Dan Reynolds, frontman of Imagine Dragons. And Dan, we have a lot to talk about, but you are involved in one of my favorite life moments, and I have to tell you about it. And I've been wanting to tell you about it since it happened. It came up in my memories about 3 years ago this past weekend. And I had a chance to take, at that time, my 10-year-old daughter to see you guys live. My daughter's now 13, and some days are rough. And she's an amazing girl. But that day at your show, Dan, for the first time, I got to watch her get completely lost in a show. Her eyes were closed. She was singing the songs. She was completely unaware of anything else around her other than just being lost in the show. And as a music fan, as a father, as a person, it is one of my favorite memories of all time. And I thank you so much for being a part of that. I know you get to do that, you know, not just with me, but man, it's something that I look back on fondly and always, always, always will.
Thank you, man. Thanks for sharing that. That's, yeah, I miss shows. I miss looking out and seeing people do exactly that, you know, get lost in it. And that's what it's all about. I think the whole world needs music, you know, that's what unites us. So I love hearing stories like that. So thanks for sharing that.
Nah, man, not at all. So big things going on in the Imagine Dragons camp. The new album coming out September the 3rd. It's called
Buzzer Beaters. That's it. I'm going to start that over. From fast breaks to buzzer beaters to block parties, there's nothing as exciting as basketball. You all know it. Now, with Underdog, you could bring that excitement to wherever you watch. Playing on their app is super easy. It's as easy as choosing higher or lower on player stats, like 3 points made and points and rebounds and more. Get the selections right, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Millions of fans have won over billions on Underdog. Will you be next? Join on the fun by signing up for Underdog today using promo code Rizz, R-I-Z-Z, and you will get a free selection as part of your first cash entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Again, download the Underdog app, sign up using promo code Rizz. You get that free selection as part of your first cash entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. It's easy. It's fun. Win some money. Let's go. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona and Massachusetts, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Yes, have some. You go.
Hey guys, it's a commercial break. Make sure to like,
subscribe, and share. It's the best way to show your love for the Rizzuto Show.
So cheesy.
All right.
Let's get to Moon's list of things he would like to achieve before death.
There's some cool ones on here, man. There's a couple cool ones. Let's start with number one. Moon wants to drive a monster truck, which is rad as hell. And I at least want to ride shotgun.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Growing up in St. Louis, big Bigfoot fan, as everyone should be. Mm-hmm. And man, we've gone to this Monster Jam. You know, Monster Jam always invites me out and has had me out for years and years, and take the kids, and it's just been the most fun experience every single time it comes through. We do a whole family event with it, and every time, it's, you know, Scott and I have done this where we get down on the track, on the dirt beforehand for the pre-show, and when you're next to one, how can you not be driven to want to drive it? You sit there and you go, I am compelled.
You have?
Oh yeah, I drove the Tailgater.
Dang.
A couple years ago.
Did not know that.
There's no second seat. It's only one seat, so you can't ride shotgun.
That's fine.
Man.
That's better.
I want to go.
Probably, and I have pictures. Probably one of the coolest things I've done. I got to drive it over at the racetrack.
I didn't know.
I didn't get to crush any cars.
You didn't?
No.
Just candy.
They let me by myself in
Men's Health. I just got a text from Victory this morning telling me I'm due for my blood work because that's what Victory does, man. They stay on you, and they make sure they're as invested in your journey back to feeling 100% as you are. So if you're a dude out there and you're listening, you're like, well, you know, my New Year's resolutions got away from me. We're in March. There's still plenty of time to get it together in 2025. Why not enlist a partner in that journey? It's much easier to do it with the help of someone else and with somebody else cheering you on. Go to Victory Men's Health. They have 4 locations, one in each O'Fallon, one in Town and Country that Moon and King Scott and I go to, and then the Sunset Hills location, which I visited. And they just recently added cardiovascular testing to make sure you're in good heart health. But no matter what Victory you go to, they're going to test your blood down to a cellular level and give you a customized treatment plan that's right for you. And they got all sorts of treatments. It is not a one-size-fits-all. They've got stuff for weight loss, ED, testosterone. Maybe you need some peptides. They can address vitamin deficiencies. And if you got a more serious problem going on, they can send you to a doctor because they always check your PSA, which is important for any man over the age of 35. So don't wait. Take your health back in 2025. Schedule yourself an appointment today at any location at victorymenshealth.com. That's victorymenshealth.com.
I'm so excited to be back here at Point Fest 2021, and for the very first time in person after multiple FaceTimes, Josh from Bad Flower. Dude, you're really here.
You're a real person.
You are a real person.
I thought maybe you were like a computer-generated deepfake.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I do feel like an avatar most days of the week, so I think that's the case.
And you look like an avatar in person. Like you look like an avatar version of somebody's real self, but that's your actual self.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. First and most important conversation or question of the conversation: how are you? Just vibe check. How are you feeling today? How are the emotions? It's Point Fest.
Good. I've been so stressed out. We're preparing for our headlining tour. Our album comes out in 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like so much that has to happen around that. And I stupidly take on so many things on my own, and I don't ask for help. I'm like, no, I want to do this. I want to do the lighting for the tour. I want to design the stage. I want to do all this stuff. And then go time is happening. I'm like, I only have 2 hands. I have to sleep a little bit. I don't know what to do. And so I'm in that phase right now. So I'm like thinking about a million different things. I'm trying to stay focused on our interview and what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But like, what else do I
Right
have to
now you're
program?
already-
What did I miss? What's going to mess up on stage? What do I have to do?
Well, I heard
Is
you
my
guys
dog
sound checked
fed?
already. Yeah, so the sound check went great, it sounded like.
It did.
So you feel prepared there. That's good.
Yeah.
Is somebody taking care of Maggie? Speaking of your dog, is
Yes.
your dog taken care
Yes,
of?
my dog is taken care of.
Okay, absolutely.
But I still think about it.
Right, like before COVID, you were able to take Maggie out on the road a little bit, right?
A little. I took her out for a little bit when we toured with Shinedown, actually, because the type of show made sense for it. It was a little bit more relaxed for us. We were like quick 30-minute set, big. It wasn't like indoor stages. It was all outdoor amphitheaters, so she could just like run around and.
Yeah, so you have been on tour with Shinedown.
Yes.
You guys are buddies. I really feel this energy coming from them, just professionals, been doing this forever. And then seeing you guys on that tour together, did it feel like a kind of like, hey, welcome to the show, welcome to the party, come on in and join us? Did they have that kind of attitude?
Yeah, they're the most like warm, welcoming, polite people. I mean, truly, like of any band that we've ever toured with, I've never experienced that level of like hospitality from everybody and like respect from everybody. And that's like the band members, their crew, everyone. It actually was our first like really big tour that we ever did, like supporting, and it taught us how we should behave. Not that we've necessarily implemented that. Like we're still a little sassy and figuring it out, but they did set the bar.
We'll let that sass separate the Bad Flower from the Shinedown, but I absolutely love hearing that there's like kind of a brothership vibes, and also to a new band to get to be on a big tour, and now you're about to turn around and do the same thing.
This weekend, it's going to be some pretty decent weather. Spring cleaning time, so you're going to clean out the garage, you clean out the piece of property you have, and you got all this scrap metal. What are you going to do? You're going to throw it out? Going to leave it at the curb? The garbage person's going to come pick it up and bring it to the landfill? No, you're going to bring it to Scrap Mart Metals, and you're going to recycle it, and you're going to get some money. You'd be amazed about how much junk in and around your house and the garage is worth cash at Scrap Mart. You have very convenient locations. They're clean, they're safe. Valley Park, Peevely, and Jonesburg. They'll take copper wire. They'll take brass and stainless steel, aluminum and cans, batteries, electric motors, steel, cast iron. Drive through on the scale. Just see what everything is weighing. They give you a receipt. You go inside, and you get your cash. Everything is on the up and up. They've been doing it since 2011. Collect all the recyclables from your home, from your business you normally throw out. Load them in your vehicle. Drive them over to Scrap Mart, and collect your cash. That's recycling made easy. St. Louis's first and only drive-through recycling. That's Scrap Mart Metals. Recycle smart at Scrap Mart. ScrapMartMetals.com. ScrapMartMetals.com. Is our guest on the phone?
There's some guy named Bert on the phone. Oh. Bert.
Hopefully
that's the guy who's supposed to be calling, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the machine, Bert Kreischer on the phone.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
That was well played, gentlemen. That was well played.
Well, we're expecting a call from Bert Cummings, too, so we're not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
You know, it's funny. I told my son yesterday, I was like, hey, I have one of my favorite comedians on the show tomorrow. He goes, awesome, you have Kevin Hart on. I go, damn
it. My daughters and I saw Jumanji, the first one, for the first time. And I was like, I got out and I was like, God, I want to like text Kevin and tell him how great that movie was. And they're like, Kevin who? I said, Kevin Hart. And they go, you know Kevin Hart? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, Dad, come on. You don't have to lie to us. I was like, no, I know Kevin Hart. And they're like, Dad, how would he know a guy like you? I was like, you know he's a comedian, right? And they're like, yeah, but he does, like, big shows. I'm like, oh, my God.
Do your kids think you're cool?
No.
Well, seems like a big bummer of a day. I mean, you just got rear-ended, or maybe you hit something. Who knows? But you tore your car up a little bit, and you need to get that fixed. Well, I have great news for you that's going to make your day much better, is we have West County Auto Body right here in town. And West County Auto Body, they are the best auto body in the country. And one of the big reasons they're the best is their work they do is exceptional. And West County Auto, they actually work for you. They don't work for the insurance companies. They go to bat for you, and they realize that not all bodies are created equal. I mean, they're basically plastic surgeons. They can work on your body. They're dentists. You know, they'll fix your grill. They can do all that fun stuff right there at West County Auto Body, and they're not some big chain. They're not this huge network of things. It's one location that's been here in St. Louis for years and years, and they're St. Louis through and through over at West County Auto Body. I mean, Rob and his team there, I don't know how much money they've given back to the community, but they love to bless folks, and they're incredible with that. And the other thing they make life easy is they have a great location. It's on Lindbergh, right by Page, easy to get to. So don't worry about it. If you've had an accident, don't make two mistakes. Just have that one mistake and then get it corrected. Go to West County Auto Body, the best auto body in the country. That's westcountyauto.com.
How are you, good sir? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, I'm doing well. We're chugging along on this tour, and it feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, all right, how's the knee going, man? Are you doing okay? And I would assume that Josh has done a lot of apologizing since this all went down. But are you doing all right?
Josh is very sorry, and my knee is still kind of oozing liquid, but we'll be fine.
All right. It's very nice, and I appreciate you being a professional about it and all. But that looked like that hurt, and I know those sorts of things have to happen, and you got to play through the pain. But yikes, it just didn't look pleasant.
Yeah, I mean, as the story goes, I tripped on Josh's drumstick that was on stage, and I mean, just very unlucky circumstance, but also a lesson learned where, hey, we got to make sure that stage stays clear. But yeah, my left knee kind of hit part of the stage and it kind of sliced it open a little bit, not to be too descriptive. But it's I'm not a huge fan of whenever an artist or performer is either maybe they got like a sickness or they're not feeling well or they're almost losing their voice or they're injured. I don't know if unless obviously there's no way around it, but my default is to hide all that on stage. My default is to present the show as like this is the only show we're playing, all year. And I really do feel like we need to individualize each show as that important, because there are people who are coming to that show that see it as that, and so.
Friends over at Schnucks, they've lowered the prices on over 2,300 items around the store. That's right. So, grocery prices are out of control. But Schnucks, they're helping us out. And 2,300 items, it's a big number. They've marked down prices on things like Honeycrisp apples and Jack's Pizza and Ore-Ida potatoes and Tyson Family Pack chickens and Organic Girl salad kits. Even those big, 32-ounce Chobani yogurt tubs and stock cold brew coffee. New lower prices on all that stuff. Now, by lowering price on all those items, Schnucks is bound to have lowered the price on something you love. So walk around the store, check out the digital shelf tags, find tons more items. Also, you could download the Schnucks Awards app, another way to save money. It's free right there on the App Store. You have the digital coupons and savings all the time available in the Schnucks mobile app. Everyday savings you could count on, all at your local Schnucks. New lower prices every day on 2,300 items. Plus, download that Schnucks Rewards app.
This is Rizzuto. Not only is he rich, but he also has a lot of money. And he's looking to invest in the next big idea.
Hi, my name is Rizz, and I have a lot of money. I mean, almost too much money. So I'm looking to invest, and I've asked the fellas to come on down to my office and pitch me their ideas. Do they have what it takes to be in the biz?
Meet King Scott. By day, he's the producer of the #1 morning show in St. Louis. But by night, he's not at work anymore. Interesting. He says that despite all of his shortcomings, his one long coming is his knack for decent ideas.
Hello, I'm King Scott, and I'm here to pitch my business idea to Rizz, and I know he will definitely invest in this. It's a revolutionary business idea. It's going to change the world over, and I definitely have what it takes to be in the biz.
Strong Men, that's a podcast that is hosted by the owner of Victory Men's Health, and it's great. It's open, it's honest talk about and gives a lot of resources to us fellas that just want to make sure that we're feeling our very best, feeling like us again. You know what I'm saying? If you have felt a little bit off, you have felt like you're not the you that you want to be, the you that you can be, get into Victory Men's Health today. They got 4 locations, Sunset Hills, beautiful location down there, both O'Fallon's, and the Town and Country one that King Scott and Rafe and I go to, and I'm scheduled to have another vitamin IV drip soon, and I'm actually going to bring my wife because, yeah, she can come too. And the zero-gravity chairs and the super luxurious but very, very comfortable office setting is just so awesome. And they are there to break down any sort of stigmas, and they have innovative solutions to make sure that you feel happy and healthy and know that that kind of stuff is achievable, okay? Just because you're 43 or 53 or even 33, if you're not feeling great, it doesn't mean that you have to stay like that. To get in there, we're talking about a luxury healthcare brand that's there committed to exceed expectations and get us to feel like us again. It's amazing. Get up, do something. They're there to help us change our lives. Victory Men's Health. Just absolutely incredible in supporting us in any sort of issues. Maybe it's weight loss. Maybe you're not sleeping very well. Maybe it's ED. Maybe you're low in testosterone. They're going to find out and they're going to get you to 100%, man. Victory Men's Health. Victory can be yours. It is mine. VictoryMen'sHealth.com. VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
All right, it is Memorial Day weekend. We just got up to the farm. Job number 1, feed the chickens. Let's go.
There's 1 turkey, 2 turkeys. Yeah. All right, come on. To the chicken house.
Okay, gotta feed the chickens. Here's what they eat. Look in here. There, camera guy. There we go. All right, chickens. Here we go. Who wants to eat? Hey guys, welcome back to the farm, and I think it's time to check out the chicken house. All right, welcome to the chicken house. Let's see inside. Check this out. Look in the nest. Duck eggs, those will hatch in about 28 days, and we'll have 5 more ducks hopefully on the farm. So here's the pen. The ducks hang out here, the chickens hang out here. The door's normally open because they just wander around, but this is home base. And that little door there closes at 7 o'clock automatically, so everybody better be inside. So now you saw most of the animals. Next week, out to the field. We're gonna do some work. Thanks for coming to the farm.
I'm so excited to be back here at Point Fest 2021, and for the very first time in person after multiple FaceTimes, Josh from Bad Flower. Dude, you're really
Hello.
here.
You're a real person.
You are a real
I
person.
thought maybe you were like a computer-generated deepfake.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I do feel like an avatar most days of the week, so I think that's the case.
And you look like an avatar in person. Like you look like an avatar version of somebody's real self, but that's your actual self.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
going for. First and most important conversation or question of the conversation: how are you? Just vibe check. How are you feeling today? How are the emotions? It's Point Fest.
Good. I've been so stressed out. We're preparing for our headlining tour. Our album comes out in 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like so much that has to happen around that. And I stupidly take on so many things on my own, and I don't ask for help. I'm like, no, I want to do this. I want to do the lighting for the tour. I want to design the stage. I want to do all this stuff. And then go time is happening. I'm like, I only have 2 hands. I have to sleep a little bit. I don't know what to do. And so I'm in that phase right now. So I'm like thinking about a million different things. I'm trying to stay focused on our interview and what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But like, what else do I
Right
have to
now, you're
program? What did
already-
I miss? What's going to mess up on stage? What do I have to do?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet. It's that time of year again. It's wedding season, so that means bachelorette parties. Ladies, if you're in charge of planning the bachelorette party or you're in charge of, getting all the gift bag stuff, you go to Patricia's, of course. That's where you get the candy, the naughty dice, the corsets, and so much more. And if you have any questions, can't find something, feel free to ask any employee there. They're not going to judge you. Trust me, they've heard it all. Patricia's is where you go for the lotions, the lubes, the vibrating toys, the sexy costumes, the sexy lingerie. If you've been to the East Side and you see what those girls on stage are wearing, those stiletto heels, you get them at Patricia's. Things for the novice, things for the expert, and everything in between. And you have 3 very convenient Patricia's locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit, on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. For all your fun and adult toys, it's Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
What's going on? It's Liv, and I'm in the Four Brothers.
That's it for us. We appreciate you all tuning in. If you missed anything on the program, you have the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast that is brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Today's podcast is titled...
Well, we can all try this, guys. Ready? The beeps.
The creeps.
Sweeps. Beep, beep, beep.
Sweeps.
The sweeps. And Michael Winslow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, big thanks to Michael Winslow for stopping by. See him at the St. Charles Funny Bone this weekend.
We're not as good. We can practice that a little.
He's a pro. All right, Moon, what else?
May 3rd, thepageant.com. Can you feel the Point Tonight 3 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show? I want to see you at one of them.
All right, Learn.
Follow me on the socials at Learn versus Radio. Thanks.
Rafe.
No notes. See you Monday.
King Scott.
Well, if you like Michael Winslow, follow me at King Scott Rules because I'm only doing extinct animal noises now.
Whoa.
And not recently extinct. I'm talking old school.
Oh, do the dodo.
Yeah, the dodo bird is. So if you want to hear some cool noises, follow King Scott Rules.
All right, thank you, Scott. We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member Today, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From LaFalle, Missouri, Jeremy Bow.
Yeah.